For the past 19 seasons, NG, Loy Yang B and Hazelwood has been kicking goals with Gippsland Power as major sponsor. Gippsland Power, the backyard playground of tomorrow's future stars. Go Power!
If you love your under-18s footy and want to know more about the future stars of the AFL, then check out AFL Draft Central. AFL Draft Central is the only AFL draft-focused website providing draft profiles, power rankings, video highlights, exclusive interviews and all the stats you need on the up-and-coming stars of the TAC Cup. To check them out, visit afldraftcentral.com.au, like them on Facebook or follow them on Twitter at AFL Draft Central. AFL Draft Central, proudly supporting TAC Cup Radio. Technica is an Australian company that's been importing Italian-made and European-designed cooking appliances and white goods for almost 20 years. Technica appliances are a fusion of cutting-edge technology and contemporary design, providing a high level of style and sophistication to any kitchen. This is why so many leading architects, developers, interior designers and builders use Technica appliances, because like their customers, they want the very latest in innovation and quality. Technica, proud sponsor of the Northern Knights and TAC Cup Radio. For all your workwear, head down to Cowboys Cash and Carry, Unit 1, 169 Settlement Road, Thomastown. High-vis long and short-sleeve work shirts, just $5. Expect to pay triple elsewhere. High-vis windsheeters in fluoro orange or yellow, just $8. Sizes all the way up to 5XL. If you mention this ad, they'll throw in a 3-pack of work socks free. Cowboys Cash and Carry, Unit 1, 169 Settlement Road, Thomastown. Proudly supporting TAC Cup Radio.
The Red Time Sport iPhone app is here and ready to download. The app allows you to listen to the different sports BPM Media broadcasts wherever you are in the world, including VFL and TAC Cup Radio and a whole lot more. You can interact with the commentary team in real time via the Red Time Sport iPhone app feedback and social networking buttons. Plus check out upcoming broadcasts. Catch up with the latest sports headlines from around the world via the Sports News button. The Red Time Sport iPhone app. Download it from the iTunes Store today. Visit bpmmedia.com.au for more details.
TAC Cup Radio has its own Facebook page. You can find it by searching for TAC Cup Radio. Like the page and be kept up to date with everything that's happening in this year's TAC Cup season. Have your say on any topic, including the best on ground and the players making their mark on the competition. You can also find the Twitter handles for our commentary team so you can interact during the match. They all love talking about the next thing in TAC Cup footy and you can let them know your opinion. TAC Cup Radio on Facebook. Like it now. FootyProfit.com is your go-to for everything AFL online, including some of the best under-18s coverage across Australia. The site has phantom drafts, player scout reports, predictions and expert analysis on your favourite players. Footy Profit is committed to covering the AFL draft and as a key sponsor of TAC Cup Radio provides first-class analysis and opinion. Readers are flooding to FootyProfit.com to stay up to date with everything they need to know about the TAC Cup and the AFL draft. It's time you found out what all the fuss is about. Visit footyprofit.com. Nixon Finance has been running in the Plenty Valley area of Greensborough for over 20 years. As your financial consultants and brokers, they specialise in all your equipment and vehicle finance needs. Home loans, business loans, commercial property loans. They deal with all the banks and get the right loan that suits your needs. Call Phil Smith during business hours on 9435 2600 or email nixonfinance@bigpond.com.
On taccup.com.au and the Red Time Sport iPhone app, this is TAC Cup Radio.
Back here at Shepley Oval, it is TAC Cup Radio match of the day, and it is the round 7 fixture between Dandenong and Oakleigh. The Red Leagues and the Devils today, or the Oaks, I think they used to be known as well. The Oakleigh team looking resplendent, Rick, and if you get the opportunity to catch the live stream through the website, for all the oldies in Rick and I and our age group, you will your heart will look warm as you see Oakleigh with the purple, the gold pants, and the OFC monogram on their the front of their jumper. They look terrific, Rick.
Yeah, it's a fantastic uniform. It's just different, isn't it, to what we're used to in that AFL or VFL colours, I suppose. And Dandenong, of course, in the real, that's the original Melbourne strip, isn't it?
It is the dark navy with the big red yoke V. And I tell you what, Rick, I just get a little shiver down my spine because for us being Preston boys, they were the one of the arch enemies, Dandenong.
They were in a great era of footy in the early 70s, especially. Pat Flaherty, Frosty Miller, who we interviewed last year in this
Eddie
corresponding game. Yeah. So
Danny Hibbert. Oh, there's some beauties. And I've got a few of their numbers here. We're going to pop them into the call during the day. Just on yesterday, we had 4 games played yesterday in round 7. The Geelong Falcons, they're just going on their merry way, Rick. 16-16, 1-1-2, defeated the Northern Knights 7-5-47. The Murray Bushrangers up at Norm Minns Oval in Wangaratta, 13-11-89, defeated the Sandy Dragons 9-12-66. Here's a good result, Rick. Oh, we want them all to win, don't we? But I'm happy. Calder Cannons, 18-9-1-1-7, got their first victory of the season, defeated the Gippy Power down at Morwell Rec Reserve, 12-13-85. Good on your Cannons. And the Eastern Rangers, 14-13-97, defeated the Bendigo Pioneers, 11-68.
did I get all of those? I missed on the Cannons, I
think
think.
we both missed on the Cannons, and I think we've both gone for the Rebels up at Eureka Stadium. That's being played at the same time. And I think I've gone Dandenong and you've gone Oakleigh in this game.
Yeah, bit of a toss of the coin this one, wasn't it? On recent form, a bit hard to split, but we'll see how they line up. They look to have pretty strong teams, both of them.
Yeah, they're not completely depleted. There's a few away on school footy, I think, just at the moment. But all in all, plenty of good players out there as the Oakleigh boys get ready to take formation. I was trying to think, I've got a sheet here, Rick, with a few of the old Wheels who we're going to be speaking to one of the Dandenong players at halftime today, and hopefully Mark Wheeler will come in as well, the talent manager. He sent me a list of some of the old players.
Yeah, that was good to see some of the old names, wasn't it?
Well, is he still Tony Elshaw, who captain coached out here, Essendon Premiership player, Melbourne,
North Melbourne.
Pagan's right-hand man for many years, Tony Elshaw, Donny Davenport, Kevin Shinners, Vaughan Ellis. Vaughan Ellis, remember, was a big blonde, looked a bit like Carl Dittrich, Vaughan Ellis, from memory. Kevin and Brian Shinners, Danny Hibbert, Ray Orchard in the back line. And
have you noticed number 13 there?
Number 13, the biggest, he's casting a huge shadow, Phil Partington.
Who, of course, is talent manager of the Greater Western Victorian Rebels.
All right, action about to get underway. Oakleigh will be kicking to the northern or Dandenong City end, and Dandenong will be kicking to the southern end. We used to have a James Pattinson and a up here, but we haven't got it anymore. All right, siren time. Take it away, Rick.
And the umpire throws the ball up, and the big leap from Williams, and Oakleigh get the first kick out of the pack down towards centre half forward. A bit of a tap on by Wooler. It finds, or Dandenong were able to repel momentarily, but it's all tied up here at centre half forward, and Oakleigh are attacking. The umpire will come in and ball it up. About 20 players around this opening ball. And slapped down by Bowen. They get it down forward, Oakleigh. Down towards full forward. Good body work. Weren't able to take the mark. It's flipped out the back. We're still only about 25 metres from goal. And another pack's formed. The umpire will ball it up.
No shortage of female umpires in TAC Cup, Rick.
Another one again today. Williams, the flyer, went up early. They couldn't quite get it out of the pack again. While barging their way through, this is picked up by O'Sullivan. He'll swap sides and they'll try and run it out the back line with a handball over the back. They get it forward through Murphy, down towards centre wing. Tackle laid pretty heavily, and the umpire will have to come and ball it up.
We're on centre wing in front of the grandstand, right in front of the comm box. Up they go. It was Williams that got the tap, laid a tackle, and the umpire said we'll repeat that again.
Bailey Williams has a massive leap, hasn't he?
Mark of the day last week, no doubt whatsoever. He's up against, Bowen. Williams got the fly then. They're on the ground. Dandenong trying to work the ball out through Hunter Clark. Ugly pack footy at the moment. We've moved nowhere in the last 3 set plays. Umpire comes in again. Bowen and Williams signal that they will take the ruck work. Williams, good work. Quick kick forward for Oakleigh by Higgins. Higgins kicks forward. Troyani on the left boot goes for the banana. And it is through on the left side of the post. First score on the NG scoreboard. Oakleigh 1 behind. Dandenong yet to score. 2 minutes in on the Technica time clock.
And the kick out by Piper. He's decided to go right down the middle. Beautiful launch. Up towards the centre almost. Not quite. Now Oakleigh trying to bring it back into their forward zone. A couple of handballs into trouble. Bowen gets it. Gives off the handball for Oakleigh. He'll work it forward through Hart towards centre half forward, but Clark chips in and takes the mark at centre half back. Already getting involved, Hardner Clark. Now it's handball through Troyani out the back. Well, sorry, that was Bateman. Goes wide, outer side of the ground. Got a race on our hands here. Flipped out the back, but a high tackle will be paid to Mitchell Moore. And now he'll play on straight away. Kicks down towards centre half forward. Goes over the top of the pack. Knocked forward again. Couple of handballs. Oh, right into trouble there. Good tackle laid that time by Plumridge. And the umpire will have to come in and ball it up.
Almost think that should be rewarded, Rick.
Didn't really have any chance to move on with it.
The team had a chance.
Tap down. Here they go again. Plumridge trying to work it out of that danger zone. Back inside 50 again. Oakleigh paddle the ball along. Not able to take clean possession. Now they do. The tackler was O'Sullivan, who gets pinged. And the free kick will go to Bailey Williams. No, they'll give it over to his teammate in Plumridge, who I thought had a pretty good game last week. And he kicks long towards centre wing. Tapped over. Again, it's tangled up in the pack. The umpire will have to come in and free it up.
4 minutes into this first quarter. All the game being played in Oakleigh's forward area, and they've only got one behind to show for it to this point. Close to the boundary line, and the umpire will take it and throw it in. Beautiful day here. No breeze, Rick. It's just perfect conditions for footy.
And the crowd, of course, on that concourse area in front of the social club. Is that what you call it?
It is. It is a sensational social club here at Shepley Oval. Up they go. Williams gets the tap out. Back towards the boundary. Clark can't pick it up. And the ball will be thrown in again. Yep, always a good crowd here at Dandenong. Good viewing area, good little grandstand. Plenty of guys with clipboards and taking notes already. As the boundary umpire sets himself. He's between wing and half forward on the outer side of the ground. Williams gets the tap again. It goes to ground. Ball getting flipped around. Now it stacks on the mill, and the umpire will have no other option than to come in and throw it up again. One behind to the Chargers. Stingrays yet to score. Williams gets the big leap, gets the tap down again. Dandenong trying to work the ball clear. Bowen for Oakleigh. Can't get it out. And again, the umpire's looking. Waits. Now the ball gets kicked forward. Oh, they're half a chance here. Kick at goal. And it's across the face. I think that was Hart. Hart or Harty, Rick, do you reckon?
Hart, I'd say.
Hart with an E. Second behind to Oakleigh, 2 behinds. They bring the ball straight back in. It's the old give and get. Dandenong working to the grandstand side of the ground. Comes over the back. Now Dandenong. Whistle played, and it'll come back and he'll take the free kick.
Oh dear.
And the Stingrays go forward. Into half forward. Scrappy footy. Oakleigh squeeze a handball out. Boot to ball. Kick to centre wing. Not taken. Troyani. Good little handball. They get it across and go forward through O'Sullivan. Oh, great mark there taken by Xavier O'Neill. He squares it into the middle. Don't know if it was high percentage. Plumridge has got it. The handball goes out. It's going to end up with ZJ. ZJ goes in short into the middle of the ground. The old give and get. Now ZJ on the left foot. Kicks to half forward. Lovely intercept mark by Isaac Keenor.
Keenor transfers play through the centre square area, but there's an intercept by Cotter. Cotter underneath it, trying to work it out of there. But the umpire lets him go for a moment, but ball up. Just on the edge of the square centre wing. And we saw a bit of this boy.
Free kick.
And there was a bit of a shepherd there, was it?
He did. He pushed him out before he had a chance to go, but Tommy Hogan's got the resultant free kick. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he is. Bit lean, but he goes long towards centre half forward, inside 50, thumped away. Sharking it there was ZJ, gets it long, but intercept mark there in defence, and Oakleigh will clear outer side of the ground. Taking the marks, Fry. He goes down towards half forward. They'll kick it long, inside 50. We've got a one-on-one at full forward. Oh, good gather. Well read. And over the back, Daniel Stanford. It caused a few headaches there the other week
against
out at Oakleigh.
Geelong, yeah.
And good overhead. Stanford will take the shot, 25 metres out, close enough to directly in front. Not a difficult shot from here.
It's the old-fashioned torque barrel, Rick. Wasn't the perfect spin, but had the desired effect.
Stanford comes in, 30 metres out. Kicks straight through the middle and gets the first goal of the match on the NG scoreboard. And Oakleigh go on to 1-8. And the Dandenong Stingrays yet to score, and that is 9 minutes into this first quarter on the Technica time clock.
Took a long time to get the first goal, Rick. A lot of scrappy footy, but eventually someone just took the initiative, banged it on the boot, barreled it into the deep into the forward line, and Stanford just had best position. Hogan gets the tap out for the Stingrays. Ball comes out. Under a bit of pressure, ZJ getting plenty of the ball early on. Kicks into half forward. Oh, there a chance here. Beautiful tackle there. Comes out. Defending grimly are Oakleigh. They're on top of it. Umpire looking. And he'll come in and ball this up. We are right in the heart of forward 50. They're kicking to the southern end of Shepley Oval, the Stingrays. Oh, Williams goes up an absolute mile, gets the tap out, but Oakleigh get the clearing kick, and a lovely mark taken out there by Hart. Hart right in front of the NG scoreboard. He goes in the middle, has to be precise. Precise he was. Lachlan Bougea. Handballs over the top. Now we kick forward. Oh, nice front position. This is Higgins. Higgins wants to get on with it as he always does. Scrubby kick, Lux of fortune.
Not sure that was meant, Crooksy. It was effective.
It was effective. Callum Searle has taken the mark. He's going to kick it from 46 metres out. A little bit shy of centre, more or less directly in front. And Searle to get the second on the board for the Oakleigh Chargers. Perfect conditions. Comes in, kicks. Umpire does a little dance behind, but straightens right up. Another goal to the Oakleigh Chargers. They move on to 2-14. Dandenong yet to score 11 minutes in on the Technica time clock.
Yeah, well, it was an effective kick in the end from Higgins, but it was a bit of a wobbly kick in the forward line. But Searle, the backman, of course, doesn't have many shots on goal normally, but he kicked that beautifully.
So he's been doing it all his life.
Back in the middle. Two big ruckmen go at it. Thumped away that time through Hogan. Just trying to work it out of there, Oakleigh. They get Higgins on the run. He goes down to the forward pocket. We've got a one-on-one into the forward pocket. It goes and out of bounds. They have a throw in, only 10 metres around. Oakleigh attacking. So we've got Stanford, looks like he'll take the ruck against Hogan here. Hogan a few inches taller, just trying to work their positions out. Stanford at the front, taps it down, kick was smothered. Clark picks it up, tries to clear it, but gives off the handball. The ball's in dispute here at half forward for Oakleigh, and there'll be a ball up. Dandenong just trying to get it out of that area. And Hogan with the big leap towards the boundary line, picked up by Clark, dribbles it further afield. Be intercepted again. Clark goes and gets it again, intercepts, gives off the handball. Didn't quite hit the target. Troiani with the handball out, now gets Oakleigh into a clearer space. They kick down towards half forward. Ball was spilt there, right on the boundary line. And they're trying to work it clear through. Searle gives it to Higgins. Over the back, good balk there by Bajaya. And kicks it long from the boundary. And that is an AFL Draft Central goal of the day for sure. Bajaya on the right foot from the boundary has put it through from 35 out.
That was just a lovely setup. They're working very hard. I'm loving Higgins' work, Rick. He's a busy footballer. And he eventually got the ball out, and Bujaya, it was almost like a snap kick at gridiron, Rick. The ball came out, he went bang, and it never left its trajectory. 3-2-20 on the NG scoreboard, and it is Dandenong yet to score. 13.5 minutes in. Dandenong will just be shuffling the names on the board, I would imagine. We're going to ball up again. Tap out, nothing decisive. Dandenong get the clearing kick. It's put forward by Tommy Murphy. Now they're a half a chance. Ball laid off. It's kicked forward here for Dandenong by Nance Cowan. The big men fly. Just a kick out, another barrelling punt. Bounces just inside, and the umpire says no, that's deliberate. And Dandenong will take the resultant free kick. Kick back in, right to the heart of the forward line. Claiming a mark is Williams. And not Williams. This is Mason DeWitt. Has claimed the mark. 2 bites of the cherry in a pack. And now he will line up. Much needed goal for the Dandenong Stingrays. He comes in. Left footer. Low, long, hard and inaccurate. Through for a behind. First score on the NG scoreboard for Dandenong. 1 behind. The Chargers are 3-2-20. We're 15 minutes into the first quarter in the Technica time clock. On the Technica time clock. And the ball is out of bounds right in front of that NG scoreboard. Missed opportunity there by DeWitt. They haven't had too many goes inside 50 yet, or in forward. Beautiful, big, looping throw in. Williams gets the leap and the tap. Hardy picks up the ball. It's kicked along the carpet. Oakleigh again, first in. Dandenong just scrapping for it, and it'll be a ball up centre wing, outer side of the ground.
Outer side of the ground, the umpire will ball it up. Not far from the boundary line, and up they go. Bowen taps it backwards, picked up that time by Hart. Gets it down towards half forward. Dandenong get numbers around it and sharked away that time through Davies. Goes long, outer side of the ground. Got an opportunity, but Oakleigh with the intercept. That time through Stacker. Gets it long. Intercept again to Dandenong, and they'll play it wide. This time it finds Nance Cowan, Jay Nance Cowan. Gets it down towards full forward. It's a 2-on-1. Oakleigh get it down to ground. Dandenong not enough around the ball in that contest, but they get back and tackle fiercely. Beautiful play there, and they were able to hold it through Smith. Good defensive tackle. They ball it up straight away. Tapped away by Williams. Just trying to keep it alive inside their 50. And Bowen gets caught with one hand and eventually gets the kick freed with the other foot. And out of bounds it goes, and Hunter Clark will take it. He'll kick inside to a lead. Beautiful lead and beautiful spot up pass that time to DeWitt. Really good footy there. And DeWitt will kick from 40 metres out. Not a difficult one. Should expect pretty high return for these set shots today.
Absolutely.
Perfect conditions out here at Dandenong. And DeWitt comes in, 40 metres out, kicks on the left, goes way left. And nowhere near that one. Through from behind, Dandy onto two behinds. They trail the Chargers 3-2-20. That is on the NG scoreboard. We're 17 minutes into this first quarter on the Technica time clock.
Ball to be brought back in by Matty King. He kicks into the back pocket for Oakleigh. Just sizing up. Straight into the man on the mark. Here's their chance. They go after it like a terrier. And the umpire will come in and ball this up. Bit unforgivable, Rick. Coaches wouldn't be happy with that. Kicking into the man on the mark. Up they go. To Conning. Comes through. Ball dribbling towards the boundary line. And the boundary line beats everybody. See the ball thrown in. We are 20 metres around from Dandenong's goal. 18 minutes into this first quarter. They trail by 18. Thrown in. Punched. Ball in dispute. Stacks on the mill, and the umpire will come in and ball this up again. Throw a blanket over about 25 of them here. Tapped out the back. Oh, crunching tackle. They were all ready to rip, and crunching tackle there by Isaac Keenor. And they're away. Ball up again. Troiani gets it across to King. Beautifully placed kick this time. And Oakleigh have it on half back. Hart, bit of an up and under. They look for the big men, and that's a lovely mark. Footyprofit.com.au contender, mark of the day. And that is Bowen. Bowen goes forward. No one can take it. Clark kicks to the centre. No one in particular. Running ball on. Oakleigh have got the numbers. Now they've got the footy through Starker. Comes back the other way. May on half back. Grandstand side of the ground. Goes in short. Finds Riley Jones. Jones, a little bit indecisive. Told he has to get it moving. Kicks to centre wing. The big men fly. Nice take here for Oakleigh by Micklemore. He kicks to centre half forward, looking for Stanford. Brings it to the front of the pack. Tries to rove his own footy. Now it comes out. Intercept. Dandenong under a heap of pressure. Searle applies the tackle. Ball dispossessed. Rolls out. Now they're in a bit of trouble. No ball going nowhere, and the umpire will ball it up. We are 45 metres out from Oakleigh's goal. 20 minutes into this first quarter. Williams gets the leap and the tap. Oakleigh, Micklemore gets it back. Kick forward there by Bugea. Comes off hands. Dandenong have to clear it. Just a clearing kick into the middle. May punches from behind. Ball wrapped up in a tackle, going nowhere, and the umpire will ball this up close to the centre circle of Shepley Oval.
In the middle we are. And this will be thrown up. Bowen and William. Bowen with the tap down. Gets his own ball back. Shoots out a long handball. Just opens it up here. And they're able to get it running through Micklemore. Down towards the forward pocket. Leading in the race for it, well trapped, was Davey, but he lost it eventually. Out of bounds they went. And we are in the half forward area with Oakleigh attacking. Dandy desperate to get a goal on the board. And Oakleigh will have Wooler in the ruck up against Bailey Williams. And Wooler gets it down towards goal closer. But it's another ball in. And they'll throw it in. About 40 out from goal. And Wooler up against Bailey Williams again. Williams taps it down the front. Higgins grabs it. Oh, they jumped on top of him there. Play on's a call. And another pack forms and we'll have a ball up. 35 out from Oakleigh's goal.
Been a scrappy game for the best part of the first quarter, Rick.
Yeah, we've had our fair shares again this week of ball ups. Bit of a trend at the moment. Danny get the tackle. It was a pretty hard tackle.
Vice-like.
And no prior opportunity. Fair decision. And getting up there with the ball was ZJ. Tapped away by Williams. Out wide it goes. Down towards boundary side again. And it dribbles over the boundary. We'll have another throw in. Stoppage City in the last couple of minutes.
It is Bailey Williams, Rick, is a bottom ager, just turned 17 less than a month ago.
Looking forward to his top age, Crooksy.
From Crib Point and Western Port Secondary College.
And he's an excitement package, that's for sure. And there he goes with a big leap. Taps it down the front. And all tied up again.
I wonder if he's done high jump or something.
He looks like a natural high jumper.
Doesn't he?
He really does. Thrown up, there he goes again with the big leap. Taps down the front. They're able to clear now, Dandy. Outer side of the ground. We had a player there who just fell over at the wrong time, but it was okay because Bennett was able to help him out there. And now it's back in Dandy's hands through Cotter. Over the back it goes. Fletcher gets it forward, down towards a one-on-one at centre half back. Centre half forward. Now Oakleigh clear. They should be able to get it out through Fry, but he gets it out and they fumble all of a sudden. Taking it there was
well
Smith.
done.
Does well, gets it around the boundary line and eventually goes out of bounds. And we'll have a throw in just underneath us here, the grandstand side.
Great work by Bill Smith there, Rick.
Bill Smith.
William, but we'll call him Bill.
Billy. Anyway, we'll have a throw in. And Williams up and thumped that time. Hunter Clark with the handball out. Smith chips it around the corner, just inside. Oh, great work again there by Fry. They get it out the back door. Hands through King. They'll go further afield. King gets it down towards half forward. Beautifully delivered out in front of Daniel Stanford. Stanford goes long. Oh, he's got a one-on-one in the square. Wooler's too strong. Just edges his opponent underneath it in Patterson. And Wooler will have the shot on goal from 15 metres out. Not a difficult one.
For the lovers of the long kicking marking game, etch that one into memory. That was just too beautiful.
A bit of St Kilda down to Plugger scenario, wasn't it?
Magnificent.
Back in the day. That. And Wooler will take the kick.
Lovely depth on the kick of Stanford as well, Rick, because he had Wooler behind.
Yep, lovely kick. So Wooler will come in and kicks through the ball pretty well. That's a goal. And that's Wooler's first for the afternoon. And Oakleigh's fourth. They move on to 4-2-26. They lead Dandenong 2 behinds. That is on the NG scoreboard. And now we're working our way up to the 25-minute mark of this first quarter on the Technica time clock.
Been all Oakleigh Chargers or the Mighty Devils or the Oaks in their purple and gold.
And that would have to be a contender for the footy profit mark of the day.
Correct. Ball bounced. Dandenong. Oh, they might get a late run here. Runs the full distance. Not the best kick I've seen. Looking for...
If he tried that another 10 times, he would have not got that result.
No.
That was an old-fashioned shank, wasn't it?
It was. Didn't come off the hoof too well.
He did well in the way he broke the line there, Bowman.
And I like the way he ran his distance rather than bounced and started running. Up they go. Tapped out. King caught high. And he takes the resultant free kick. Deep in defence. Goes straight up the hay diddle diddle. Finds his man. They kick out wide. They're looking for Micklemore. Oh, takes it and just darts between two. Gets onto the right boot. He's got a man on the lead. He's swamped. Dandenong, Plumridge, they've got the numbers. Looking to clear. Gets to Hogan. Gets it back out there to Plumridge. Close to the boundary line. No one can take it. Really, over the boundary line, out of bounds.
Really good spoil there, stopping that forward move by Husthwaite. just timed his leap at the right time and stopped that mark in the forward 50.
Ball to be thrown in, centre wing, outer side, 27 minutes into the first quarter. TAC Cup Radio match of the day, 26 plays 2 in Oakleigh's favour. Hunter Clark scoops a handball out. They've got the numbers here. Good hands. Ends up in the hands of Plumridge, needs to be clean, puts in a little shorty, and they've got it. Hunter Clark, right on 50. Got a man on the lead looking for DeConning. Can't get it. Tackled. Intercept. Handball. Just got the hand in there to deflect it. Good work by Oakleigh. That was Bennett. In close quarters as the siren sounds. Quarter time. 4-2-26. The Oakleigh Chargers. The Dandenong Stingrays are 2 behinds on the NG scoreboard. Have you got all the goal kickers, Rick?
Yeah, we've got single goal kickers to Oakleigh in Callum Searle, Toby Wooler, Daniel Stanford and Lachlan Bajaya.
24-point lead to Oakleigh. They enjoyed a very good first quarter, spent most of that quarter in their forward half, and they'll be happy with their work. And Dandenong had a few opportunities there and just couldn't get one through the big sticks. We will take a break back on the other side of this for second quarter action here on TAC Cup Radio and TAC Cup Live.
Essendon captain Goddard settles, and he's done it. He's slotted through the match-winning goal. Roughhead flies high across the pack and takes a classic mark. Pendlebury's leading from the front, clocking up the possessions today, and young gun Josh Dunkley is looking good in his debut match. NG, the power behind Gippsland Power. For the past 19 seasons, NG, Loy Yang B and Hazelwood has been kicking goals with Gippsland Power as major sponsor. Gippsland Power, the backyard playground of tomorrow's future stars. Go Power!
If you love your under-18s footy and want to know more about the future stars of the AFL, then check out AFL Draft Central. AFL Draft Central is the only AFL draft-focused website providing draft profiles, power rankings, video highlights, exclusive interviews and all the stats you need on the up-and-coming stars of the TAC Cup. To check them out, visit afldraftcentral.com.au, like them on Facebook or follow them on Twitter at AFL Draft Central. AFL Draft Central, proudly supporting TAC Cup Radio. Technica is an Australian company that's been importing Italian-made and European-designed cooking appliances and white goods for almost 20 years. Technica appliances are a fusion of cutting-edge technology and contemporary design, providing a high level of style and sophistication to any kitchen. This is why so many leading architects, developers, interior designers and builders use Technica appliances, because like their customers, they want the very latest in innovation and quality. Technica, proud sponsor of the Northern Knights and TAC Cup Radio. For all your workwear, head down to Cowboys Cash and Carry, Unit 1, 169 Settlement Road, Thomastown. High-vis long and short-sleeve work shirts, just $5. Expect to pay triple elsewhere. High-vis wind cheaters in fluoro, orange or yellow, just $8. Sizes all the way up to 5XL. If you mention this ad, they'll throw in a 3-pack of work socks free. Cowboys Cash and Carry, Unit 1, 169 Settlement Road, Thomastown. Proudly supporting TAC Cup Radio.
The Red Time Sport iPhone app is here and ready to download. The app allows you to listen to the different sports BPM Media broadcasts wherever you are in the world, including VFL and TAC Cup Radio and a whole lot more. You can interact with the commentary team in real time via the Red Time Sport iPhone app feedback and social networking buttons. Plus check out upcoming broadcasts. Catch up with the latest sports headlines from around the world via the Sports News button. The Red Time Sport iPhone app. Download it from the iTunes Store today. Visit bpmmedia.com.au for more details.
TAC Cup Radio has its own Facebook page. You can find it by searching for TAC Cup Radio. Like the page and be kept up to date with everything that's happening in this year's TAC Cup season. Have your say on any topic, including the best on ground and the players making their mark on the competition. You can also find the Twitter handles for our commentary team so you can interact during the match. They all love talking about the next thing in TAC Cup footy, and you can let them know your opinion. TAC Cup Radio on Facebook. Like it now. Footyprofit.com is your go-to for everything AFL online, including some of the best under-18s coverage across Australia. The site has phantom drafts, player scout reports, predictions and expert analysis on your favourite players. Footy Profit is committed to covering the AFL draft, and as a key sponsor of TAC Cup Radio, provides first-class analysis and opinion. Readers are flooding to footyprofit.com to stay up to date with everything they need to know about the TAC Cup and the AFL Draft. It's time you found out what all the fuss is about. Visit footyprofit.com. Nixon Finance has been running in the Plenty Valley area of Greensborough for over 20 years. As your financial consultants and brokers, they specialise in all your equipment and vehicle finance needs. Home loans, business loans, commercial property loans. They deal with all the banks and get the right loan that suits your needs. Call Phil Smith during business hours on 9435 2600 or email nixonfinance@bigpond.com.
On taccup.com.au and the Red Time Sport iPhone app, this is TAC Cup Radio.
Quarter time at Shepley Oval. And the score reading Oakleigh Chargers 4-2, 26. The Dandenong Southern Stingrays are just the two behinds. And of course today is... What do they call the... trying to think of the jumpers. They call them, Rick? Not oh no, my mind's gone blank. Retro jumpers.
Yeah, back they wore these jumpers back in the 70s.
VFA days, yeah.
VFA, Oakleigh and Dandenong, of course.
Nothing like the strips they wear today.
No, Oakleigh wear like a Port Melbourne jumper with the big charger on the front.
Horse, yep.
The horse. And Dandenong with the yellow with the black
Stingray and
yeah,
sort of the
wings.
Wings, which is both great jumpers, but look good today. And I'd say Dandenong could do with Frosty Miller and Pat Flaherty up on their forward line.
They're lacking a goal or two, aren't they, at the moment? So we'll see how they produce in this second quarter, because they definitely... They did have a couple of opportunities, pretty easy misses really, on the run and a couple of set shots. So not all too far behind at the moment.
I thought they warmed to the task about just over halfway through that first quarter. They found a bit, start to win possession of the ball and maintain possession of the footy, but just couldn't convert. And Mason DeWitt, who's normally a pretty good forward, good kick for goal, had two good shots at goal there, and neither hit their mark. So,
a couple of eye catches for me from the Oakleigh side. Egg Micklemore,
yes,
real good mover and a good size about him through the middle of that ground area. And also another one, couple Hearts looking good, and I'd like to look at Tom Sullivan a few times there.
He has Jack Higgins, prolific, Rick, is like the way he goes about his business. Craig Black using every second of quarter time address plus a bit of GST on top, Rick, to just let his boys know.
Yeah, the Oakleigh ruckman and centre players are all ready to go, aren't they?
They've,
I
feel sorry for Micklemore, Rick. He's just stuck out here on the wing on his own. He's got no one to talk to.
And the Oakleigh coaching bench already beside us.
They're there. And the umpire... so Micklemore's gone in, so I'm not standing here by myself. I've got to go there. We've got
see what they're doing tonight.
We've got 5 defenders, or 5 forwards just having a chat, 6 defenders. There's a wingman and an extra. The timekeeper's just letting Dandenong know that it's...
I suppose they're just talking about some of the upcoming gigs at the Caravan Club, the Oakleigh boys.
Yeah, would they be Caravan Club people?
Might be a bit young.
I think they might be a bit young for the Caravan Club. They might, in the old days, these teams would have gone to the Village Green or somewhere like one of those places that we would never come to.
Out at Waverley there.
All right, now they still haven't really broken up, Rick. The players now have just got in a huddle.
Umpire's not looking happy at all.
This is where you need one of those officials, those administrators to come in and just raise...
I know what would break them up if they kept blowing that siren. That'd break them up pretty quick.
Blow a siren or throw the ball up. That'd get them moving. All right, it'll be interesting to see how they react to that. Because clearly that wasn't just a friendly chat at quarter time.
And obvious setup problems there that they were looking at. So to make sure they've got their matchups and their setups right, Dandenong, after not scoring a goal. We'll see how they do come out.
Now, I don't think, like Tom de Koning, I don't think he got his hands on the footy too much in that first quarter, and he's a great key forward.
And it wasn't really delivered to him, so they'll look to get him involved, definitely.
And the umpire waiting no longer. Second quarter action, take it away, Rick.
Bailey Williams taps it down, not quite taken, or Cotter underneath it, goes in hard. And the umpire said he took his legs out, and King gets it down to that man Higgins. Ball taken out of his hands.
50 I would have paid.
Anyway, nice handball out the front to O'Neill. He goes towards the full forward. It's 2 against 1, or a bit of a high one. And Oakleigh gets the easy kick in the first minute of the second quarter. And the kick will go to Scala.
This for their 5th goal kicker, Rick, if he's successful.
So Daniel Scala will kick from 35 out. Not a difficult shot again. And they probably gave that one away, Dandenong. They had 3 against 1 there, but gave away the high tackle. And Scala comes in, and he kicks through the middle of the goals, that one. And that's an early goal on the board in the second quarter. So Oakleigh move on to 5-2-32. The Stingrays 2 behinds. And a good early start to Oakleigh.
Well, straight out of the middle, straight down. The boy we mentioned at quarter time, Jack Higgins, prolific. I thought he was a bit unlucky. I thought he had the ball knocked out of his hands after he marked it, but didn't need the 50. Beautiful searching kick up forward, and Scala got taken high. 5-2, 32-2 behinds. Just a minute and a half in. Micklemore dashes out of the centre. Scrubby old kick. Scala in there again. Troiani gets to his knees, picks the footy up. Just scrambles it forward, lays the tackle, and now the umpire will come in and ball it up. Half forward flank, members side of the ground, or the eastern side of Shepley Oval. Up she goes. Tap down, Zilje. Gets it out. Now they go forward by hand through Bateman. Get it across to Morris. Now kick forward by Young, smothered. Close to the boundary line by Searle, who's just tipped over that boundary line. And the ball will be thrown in right in front of the grandstand, right in front of the combox.
The coaches love that one. The smother, the 1%er, went and got his own ball, but the boundary beat him. And underneath us here, the throw-in to take place. Oakleigh through Harry and push it down the front to Cotter. Cotter or Dandenong. They can't work it out of there again. Higgins the tackler. And there will be a ball up. Centre wing.
Round the grounds, Rick, up at Eureka Stadium. Western Jets 3-3-21 lead the Rebels 3-2-20 early second quarter.
Kick from Clark goes out in the full. And Oakleigh through Hart. Goes inboard. And they'll kick it long towards centre half forward. Oh, great intercept there by Davies. He goes wide. He's looking for Nanscowan. That's Reed Nanscowan. Gets around his opponent. Gets the handball out at the last minute. Now they should be a chance here. Oh, that was play on. Piper will go long. We know he's a long kick. Goes down towards De Koning. De Koning traps it. Does well. Gets on the left. Down towards full forward. Oh, great mark. Really good work by Murphy. Took the mark. And we saw him play a lot at half back last week. So just giving a bit of assistance down there in that last forward 50.
Now he's wearing a jumper made famous by Darren Burke and a guy called Bill Thompson, Rick. And I reckon Thompson definitely played in their premiership teams in the 70s and may even have a bit of listing action against his name.
Tom Murphy comes in and he's hooked that a bit. Yep, way left again. Through for behind, Dandy to 3 behinds. Oakleigh 5-2-32. Just the 4.5 minutes into the second quarter. King to kick out.
King to kick in for Oakleigh. Little kick to himself. Gets a couple of extra metres. And he has got his man in Bennett on half back, who kicks into the centre. This will need to be accurate. Sort of half accurate. Oakleigh sort of get it. Now Williams gets a scrubbing kick forward. Now they go. Kick Nanscowan. And it's through for another behind. Fourth behind. 4 behinds to 5:2:32 NG scoreboard. 5 minutes in on the Technica time clock. Technica, proud sponsors of the Northern Knights and TAC Cup Radio. They come out looking for Bennett. He can't take it. Dandenong. They kick it forward here through Fletcher. They've got some numbers. Now they've got the footy. Flying kick at it. Can't get it. Keenor for Oakleigh. Scrubby footy. Now it's just kicked out in hope. Williams. Strong overhead. 50 metres. He had Plumridge all on his own, who I think would have marked it anyway, but a lot further out. Did you see what the 50 was for, Rick?
No, I looked over at the kick rather than the incident.
Well, Williams has, with the 50 metres, is now 10 metres out, directly in front, and he goes wallop, bang, straight through the middle. That is the Redlegs' first for the afternoon. 1 goal, 4-10 on the NG scoreboard. 5-2-32 are the Oakleigh Chargers. And the Technica time clock has just ticked over, Rick, to 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, and Dandy did well there a couple of times across half back there to just repel and get it back inside 50. Williams gets a tap out, but tackled there was Bowen, and a good tackle by Fletcher getting involved. He'll go on the right and kick towards De Koning. He comes out. Well done by Keenor to spoil. He gets it back, Keenor. Gives it off to King. He gets tackled. Dangerous spot here. 45 out from goal. Dandenong trying to break the tackle. They get it back inside, but intercepting there, Micklemore. They'll go down towards centre wing. Bit of a hold there. And the free kick going to Wooler. They'll get it down further afield. Out over the back. Higgins trying to run onto it. Taps it between his legs almost. And they're just trying to work it into a better position. Wooler gets tackled. Breaks the tackle. Gives it off. Sharked away that time through Davies. Dangerous posse here, and Trelawney almost takes the mark. Bit of a jump ball situation there. And the umpire will ball it up. Thought it could have been paid, or it was a close one.
I thought he had a better purchase of it.
They throw it up straight away. Williams crashes through it. And Oakleigh will have a shot on goal this time, and it was a beautiful snap that time. O'Sullivan is playing quite well. Got pushed as he kicked it and still managed to get it through the big sticks. And a nice goal to Oakleigh, and that'll move them on to a bigger lead. And they move on to 6-2-38. And the Stingrays 1-4-10 on the NG scoreboard, 8 minutes in Technica time clock. And that definitely goes down as an AFL Draft Central goal of the day.
Great work. 6 goal kickers for Oakleigh to this point in the afternoon. And it has been all the purple and gold. Back in the middle. Ball. Oakleigh lead the race to the ball. Taken by Xavier O'Neill, who kicks to half forward, looking for Wooler. Caught. Holding the ball. Tough footy.
Did the right thing trying to get it out and then got penalised.
Jesse Davies gets it over to Hunter Clark, whose kick is intercepted by Hart. Hart goes inboard and finds my boy Higgins. Higgins squares the footy, goes across, they kick forward, there's a whistle. Good defensive punch, Troy Arney, he's dangerous. Keeps his man out, but the boundary line wins. Over the boundary line, out of bounds. 9 minutes into the second quarter, 38 plays, 10 on that NG scoreboard. Ball to be thrown back in. See the cars in the background. Perfect conditions here at Dandenong. Dandenong looking to clear the footy. Hogan by hand gets it back. Little tap forward. Now Oakleigh send it back from whence it came, and fortuitous a little bit.
They've just got all the answers at the moment, Oakleigh. Yep. Every time Dandenong try and break away, there's Oakleigh players there to send it back. So just got to get more numbers around the footy.
This is Troiani, Rick, I think.
Troiani
to take the kick. He's on a 45-degree angle. He'll kick from not much more than 25 metres out to the southern end of the ground. He comes in and he has made a meal of that. Straight to the left, through for a behind. 6-3-39, 1-4-10 NG scoreboard. 10.5 minutes in to the second quarter on TAC Cup Radio Match of the Day.
And they'll play in. This is a dangerous kick to the boundary because it's beaten them all. And the umpire, what's it, out of bounds or a free kick? Free kick to Oakleigh. And in the hands of Scala. He gets it down towards full forward. Wooler over the back, couldn't bring it in. It's in dispute still. We're only 15 metres out from the Oakleigh goal, and the umpire will come in and ball it up. The umpire coming in, throws it up quickly. Tap down. They're racing on. Scala with a little dribbler through the middle. Puts it through on the right side of his right boot. Did it nicely. And Oakleigh with another goal. Getting away at the moment, Oakleigh. And of course, we've got Dandenong on 1-4-10 and Oakleigh a 7-5-47. And we're now 11 minutes in on the Technica time clock.
That's our first multiple goal scorer for the day in Daniel Scala. Not much of him, 174 and 69 from the Bulleen Templestowe Football Club. No shortage of little small forwards in TAC Cup footy, Rick. As the ball goes forward for Dandenong. They're half a chance here through Nance Cowan. Taken by Murphy and dispossessed. Keenor, Isaac Keenor, switches play. Nice strong mark there for the Oakleigh Chargers by Collier Dawkins. He doesn't muck about looking for Troiani, but the boundary line beats all. Over the boundary line, out of bounds. 12.5 minutes, 47 plays 10. Boundary umpire right in front of that social club. Good crowd out there on the balcony. Bowen gets it down. Dandenong. Oh, crunch by Micklemore. Now the ball comes out again. It's pinging around. Nance Cowan. Can't get it. Trapped between two players, and the umpire will come in and ball this up. Right in front of us here in the grandstand. In front of an appreciative crowd on Mother's Day. They go to Koning, gets the tap. Hunter Clark gets a quick kick out. But it is all the Oakleigh Chargers through May. He's inside the square. Kicks to half forward. Dandenong will take the resultant mark. Jesse Davies. He looks to switch play. Gee, this will have to be neat and tidy. It is. Now they go back in looking for Murphy. Intercept to Koning. Bouncing footy. Good work by Piper. Gets tackled, dispossessed. They want to play on straight away, Oakleigh. Searle, long, low and hard, but mark taken there by DeWitt at centre half back. He switches it up. Nice little punch put in there by Fry, and the ball goes over the boundary line, out of bounds. 14 minutes in, 47 plays 10.
So right under the terrace there where all the fans are watching, and some of the past players from both these teams. And tapped down the front, sharked away that time through Morris. Gets it down towards Murphy. Takes the mark at centre wing. Oh, he finds DeConning out in front. Oh, it's Williams this time. Williams, they're swapping it around a bit, Dandenong, with their tools up forward at the moment. Williams comes in, hooks it around from 50 and gets a beautiful result there. Went for the arc, kick and swung it around right to left and put it through from 50. Good passage of play by Dandenong. Just gives them a little bit to work with there, but I've noticed they've thrown a few players around in these last 5 or 6 minutes to try and stir up something. And De Koning going into the ruck. And we saw DeWitt across half back there. 2-4-16 to 7-5-47.
15 minutes into the second quarter. Dandenong need 2 in a row. Ball kicked out. Cotter. Punch goes forward. Need to be fortuitous. They're not. May sweeping handball. Goes out to Fry. Fry kicks to centre wing. Kicked off the carpet. Bouncing footy. Boundary umpire beats all. Boundary line beats all. Outer wing. Shepley Oval. If you're watching on the live stream, you can see the cars parked around. In she comes. Beautiful high throw in by the boundary umpire. De Koning gets the tap down. His teammates not getting away at all. Williams has the 2 goals for Dandenong, and for my money, Rick, clearly their best player to date, not just for his goal kicking. De Koning comes out the back, scrappy footy again, and the umpire will come in and ball this up. We're between wing and the centre circle. I think if Dandenong could just outscore Oakleigh by 2 goals between now and half time, they'll put themselves back in the game here.
They work it out of the ruck and it's forced out of bounds again, out of side wing. You can see that they're trying a few different things here. Dandenong, try and get back in this game. De Koning in the ruck. Not a bad move, get him involved a bit. And Cotter dribbled it forward, but we've got another pack on it. And the umpire will ball it up, centre wing area. Eastern side of Shepley Oval. Oh, huge leap, Williams gets the tap down. Cotter gets it out of the pack. And they dribble it forward, can't break away yet. Smith overran it. Oakleigh King gets it out. Does well to break the tackle, but we've got an intercept through Murphy here. And Fletcher on the left, kicks down long. Over the back, beautifully judged mark over the back to Bennett of Oakleigh. And now he'll get on the left and force it very wide. He's got a man out there, very wide, Bosun Vlagi. Gets it around, but gets tackled. Down they come, back to Bosun Vlagi. Gives it off, inside with the hand O'Sullivan. They're working it well here. They've got numbers around the footy to work it through. And Bosun Vlagi, don't tell me, he kicks it down towards the goals, but he was involved 3 or 4 times there in that passage.
I really wanted that to be the AFL Draft Central goal of the day. That was a beauty, well called all the way down the ground. Good linking handball, Searle in there as well, Callum Searle. Ball to be thrown in. We are 18 minutes into the second quarter. They lead by 31, do the Oakleigh Chargers. De Koning taps it out. Good work by Dandenong. They kick along the line looking for Murphy. Takes a strong grab between half-back and wing. Murph. Which way are you going to go, Murph? Along the line. He set his teammate a task. Oh, good fly. Close to the boundary. Bennett caught. Just shuffled over. And that was Toby Bedford going the fly and doing the tackling work. Round the grounds, Richmond lead 25-22. 12 minutes into the second quarter at the MCG. Ball to be thrown in. Neither get the decisive tap, but it's Oakleigh that get the clearing kick through Marr. Marr kicks to half forward. Higgins goes after the footy hard. Dandenong could have been caught high, not paid. That's an intercept mark, and that'll be taken there by Fry. Fry goes inboard. He's looking for O'Neill. Back to Fry. Ducks, weaves, comes back to Troiani. Funny old kick. Intercept mark taken for Dandenong by Sam Fletcher. He's on the back of the square. Fletcher decides to go sideways. He's got De Koning, who misses the mark. Has to go back after it. Micklemore being clever. Soccer tactics. Everyone's hitting the carpet. And De Koning
just took his legs out, so that's the rule. So he'll get the free kick at half back on 50. Getting a little bit involved now. A bit of a wobbly kick down. That was a push out, and the umpire saw it there. And Micklemore on the receiving end of that got some friendly fire from his teammate. And Bougeya had a good game so far. Kicks towards centre half forward. Gets it down. Oh, good leap and mark. Out in front, Scala. Just judged it well and hung on to it. Sticky fingers.
174. Flew like a centre half forward then.
Yeah, he took it well, and he's going to kick from about 47 metres, so interesting to see if he clears the line. Scala, of course, already with 2. Comes in with a long run up, just taking his time as he walks in. And a bit of a skip and a hop, and he comes in and kicks a little bit left, a fair bit left actually, and through for behind. 48-16, 21-minute mark, second quarter. Dandenong with the ball.
DeWitt to bring the ball back in. Long left foot kick. Williams, a man in front, can't take the mark. Oakleigh, Scala, gets it out to Bowen, who kicks in, and Higgins in front position. He lost his opponent there, found a bit of space inside 50 and has marked this. He'll be on a 65, 70 degree angle. He'll kick from the best part of just north of 35 metres. And this for Oakleigh's 8th goal. Higgins kicks. I like it. I like it a lot. That's their 8th. 8-6, 54 to 2-4, 16 on the NG scoreboard. 22 minutes in on the Technica time clock. And that is Jack Higgins' first for the afternoon, Rick.
Yeah, they used it well. They just had time, too much time to deliver it to the loose man there. And he wasn't manned. So some old-fashioned footy played by Oakleigh at the moment, where they're just getting numbers around the footy and breaking away from their opponents. Just dominating this game at the minute. And Bailey Williams taps it down for Dandenong. They get it out through Troani, trying to work it out of that centre area. Couple of handballs, finds King. Over the top, we've got the runner in Hart. He'll go very short to a lead. Stanford gets it, drops it. Now Dandy with a chance to clear. That time with the little hand over the top from Plumridge. They'll work it through Clark down towards centre wing. Murphy gets it, loses it, and goes and gets it again. Dribbles it down towards half forward. They overran it. Oakleigh again getting numbers back, but this will beat all comers. Out of bounds it goes. We're about 45 out from Oakleigh's goal. Or Dandenong's goal, sorry. Oakleigh just holding them up at the moment. We'll have a throw in. This time Hogan up against Bowen. Hogan taps it to the front. King just look for the handball. Micklemore's kick was smothered. Now Oakleigh should be able to clear. Tap down the front, picked up O'Neill. He gets tackled, gives it over to his teammate in O'Sullivan. Troani gets it on the left now, towards centre half forward. They bring it to ground. Good defensive play that time through Huswaite for Dandenong. Gets it down towards centre wing. Bit of a push in the back, unrewarded there. And the umpire will ball it up.
Good tackle by Callum Searle there.
Thrown up quickly. Williams taps it out, but sharked away by Searle. For Oakleigh towards centre half forward. Over the back, we'll have a free kick.
Oh, free kick.
And the free kick's going Oakleigh's way. Higgins. Jack Higgins. He's got a man loose. And a bit of a daisy cutter, that one.
Good call, Rick. It was a daisy
It didn't
cutter.
go more than 18 inches off the ground, that kick, and Searle followed up his good work from earlier and ran on and took an easy, uncontested mark down low. And Searle will kick for goal. Callum, he decided he had a man on the loose, and Bujaya, busy worker.
He is. He's a industrious type.
So he's kicking from a worse position on an angle. But he's closer in. And Bujaya to kick from the outer side. Well, he's come in a fair bit, so it's not too hard a kick, and he's put it through the middle. Lovely kick. 9-6-60 to the Stingrays, 2-4-16. And that's on the NG scoreboard, 25 minutes in, second quarter on Technica time clock.
That was Bujaya's second goal, and it came through some good work by foot from Jack Higgins, who got the free kick initially, put in the daisy cutter pass to Callum Searle, who was probably going to kick from just inside 50, and then he found Bujaya standing on his own inside 50, and he polished off the work. Piper for Dandenong, collared by Troiani, and the umpire will come in and ball this up. Still inside the centre square. Williams, good tap. Oakleigh trying to work the ball clear of the pack. They do it by hand. They do it really well. Micklemore goes forward, intercept by Mason DeWitt. DeWitt to send it back from whence it came. Looking for Williams, comes over the back, finds Murphy. Murphy kicks long into open space, bouncing footy. Mays the first there, the boundary line will win.
Not a great option there. He had to either go the pass or go all the way, but slewed off to the right, really giving no favour to any of their forwards. Throw in now, 20 metres out from the Dandenong goal. They tap it to the front. Taken away nicely that time by Collier Dawkins through half back it goes. Out of bounds. And we'll have a throw in.
.44 lead to Oakleigh.
Big margin. And they tap it down the front. Cotter paddles it out. King gets it, gets caught a bit high. And he'll take the free kick. Doing well across half back is King. He'll go towards centre wing. Tapped over the back. Little kick there, forward of field, and they should take it and move it forward again. They'll go to a one-on-one. Higgins at the front, juggles it, didn't quite get it out there. Now Dandy should clear. They've got a loose man in Murphy if he can get it over quick enough, but they go the longer option. But Murphy just reads it, floats across the back, gives it off to Piper, who takes a bounce. He's taking on two players, runs his full measure and kicks long. There might be a push after it. And we've got a kick downfield, and this will go Tom Hogan's way. And he'll kick from 25 metres out on an angle. And Hogan to shoot for goal. You'd imagine they'd have a few shots from there at training of a night. And he's going to kick after the siren, so he's got to be careful not to run around too far. And Hogan will come in, and he steers it beautifully. Oh, just took the post. Looked a goal off the boot, but through from behind. Dandenong 2-5-17, charges 9-6-60 at half time.
The goal kickers for Dandenong, Bailey Williams has both of their goals. Good half by him. And for the Oakleigh Chargers, 2 to Daniel Scala and 2 to Lachlan Bujaya, and 1 apiece to Callum Searle, Toby Wooler, Daniel Stamford, Tom O'Sullivan and Jack Higgins. That is a 43-point lead to the Oakleigh Chargers here at halftime. We're going to take a break and be back on the other side of this with our special guest interview.
Essendon captain Goddard settles, and he's done it. He's slotted through the match-winning goal. Roughhead flies high across the pack and takes a classic mark. Pendlebury's leading from the front, clocking up the possessions today, and young gun Josh Dunkley is looking good in his debut match. NG, the power behind Gippsland Power. For the past 19 seasons, NG, Loy Yang B and Hazelwood has been kicking goals with Gippsland Power as major sponsor. Gippsland Power, the backyard playground of tomorrow's future stars. Go Power!
If you love your under-18s footy and want to know more about the future stars of the AFL, then check out AFL Draft Central. AFL Draft Central is the only AFL draft-focused website providing draft profiles, power rankings, video highlights, exclusive interviews and all the stats you need on the up-and-coming stars of the TAC Cup. To check them out, visit afldraftcentral.com.au. Like them on Facebook or follow them on Twitter at AFL Draft Central. AFL Draft Central, proudly supporting TAC Cup Radio. Technica is an Australian company that's been importing Italian-made and European-designed cooking appliances and white goods for almost 20 years. Technica appliances are a fusion of cutting-edge technology and contemporary design, providing a high level of style and sophistication to any kitchen. This is why so many leading architects, developers, interior designers and builders use Technica appliances, because like their customers, they want the very latest in innovation and quality. Technica, proud sponsor of the Northern Knights and TAC Cup Radio. For all your workwear, head down to Cowboys Cash and Carry, Unit 1, 169 Settlement Road, Thomastown. High-vis long and short-sleeve work shirts, just $5. Expect to pay triple elsewhere. High-vis wind cheaters in fluoro, orange or yellow, just $8. Sizes all the way up to 5XL. If you mention this ad, they'll throw in a 3-pack of work socks free. Cowboys Cash and Carry, Unit 1, 169 Settlement Road, Thomastown. Proudly supporting TAC Cup Radio.
The Red Time Sport iPhone app is here and ready to download. The app allows you to listen to the different sports BPM media broadcasts wherever you are in the world, including VFL and TAC Cup Radio and a whole lot more. You can interact with the commentary team in real time via the Red Time Sport iPhone app feedback and social networking buttons, plus check out upcoming broadcasts. Catch up with the latest sports headlines from around the world via the Sports News button. The Red Time Sport iPhone app. Download it from the iTunes Store today. Visit bpmmedia.com.au for more details.
TAC Cup Radio has its own Facebook page. You can find it by searching for TAC Cup Radio. Like the page and be kept up to date with everything that's happening in this year's TAC Cup season. Have your say on any topic, including the best on ground and the players making their mark on the competition. You can also find the Twitter handles for our commentary team so you can interact during the match. They all love talking about the next thing in TAC Cup footy and you can let them know your opinion. TAC Cup Radio on Facebook. Like it now. FootyProfit.com is your go-to for everything AFL online, including some of the best under-18s coverage across Australia. The site has phantom drafts, player scout reports, predictions and expert analysis on your favourite players. Footy Profit is committed to covering the AFL draft and as a key sponsor of TAC Cup Radio provides first-class analysis and opinion. Readers are flooding to footyprofit.com to stay up to date with everything they need to know about the TAC Cup and the AFL draft. It's time you found out what all the fuss is about. Visit footyprofit.com. Nixon Finance has been running in the Plenty Valley area of Greensborough for over 20 years. As your financial consultants and brokers, they specialise in all your equipment and vehicle finance needs. Home loans, business loans, commercial property loans. They deal with all the banks and get the right loan that suits your needs. Call Phil Smith during business hours on 9435 2600 or email nixonfinance@bigpond.com.
On taccup.com.au and the Red Time Sport iPhone app, this is TAC Cup Radio.
Back here at Shepley Oval. Half-time, Oakleigh 9-5-59, Dandenong 2-5-17. And Rick, we've got a special guest.
Yeah, we've got Riley Darcy, of course, from the Dandenong Stingrays, who we called last week out at Preston. Riley, I was just wondering why you're not playing today, mate.
Yeah, I went in for surgery on Tuesday night, had my appendix removed, so Monday night started feeling a bit sick. And then, Tuesday morning, vomiting and all that. Rang Mum about midday and said, get me to the hospital. So 2 hours later, I was having surgery.
What a shock to the system. A lot of pain went with it?
Yeah, that's for sure, a lot of pain.
Okay, so what did you think had happened at the time?
Well, I just thought it was gastro or food poisoning, but yeah, it turned out to be worse.
Yeah, normally when we get players in at half-time, it's usually they've played footy the day before or out with a hand injury or something. Yours is a bit foreign to us. And how's your form been yourself this year, Riley?
Yeah, been going alright. Just got to keep up my consistency, but had a couple of good games here and there. But yeah.
Tell us about your junior footy, mate. Where do you come from? Where have you been
I'm
playing?
a Berwick boy. I lived in Narry South for me whole life until 2 years ago. Living out in Berwick now. But yeah, been playing me local footy at Roeville lately, Rebel Hawks. But played most of my junior footy at Narry Warren Footy Club.
So on that, how many games would you get to play a year for Roeville?
This year?
Yeah, if you were going to play a whole season, because with your commitments with Dandenong.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm hoping not to play a game for Roeville this year. Just play it through with Dandenong.
Dandenong.
Yeah.
All right. So there's no time where you go back to your club or at any
Oh,
stage?
If they have a week off, you know.
Have a week off, yeah. I'll see him every now and then, yeah. Depends if I get rested or not, but yeah.
Tell us about how did you make your way to the Dandenong Stingrays? How were you identified?
Surprisingly, I didn't play 16s. I didn't get an invite, but bottom age year, the pre-season, got an invite down there from me coach actually. My coach knew a bloke down here and he said, "Oh yeah, get him down here." So yeah.
You guys okay? What did you think when you were a 16-year-old and you didn't get an invite? Did you think, oh, stuff him?
Yeah, I thought my footy was over, but yeah, kept on training, worked pretty hard, got my fitness up, and yeah, luckily got the invite.
And tell us about life as a TAC Cup footballer. Is it a busy week?
Yeah, it's a pretty busy week. Tuesday and Thursday night training, and pre-season we'll train on Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and during the season Tuesday, Thursdays with a recovery session on the Sunday. So
To
if
do
we're
it?
not playing Sunday.
Now, you're not a bad size either, Riley. What's your preferred position?
Centre forward, full forward, but yeah, been playing centre forward mostly.
And are you getting to play that often enough, or are they moving you around?
Yeah, no, mainly centre forward, but I usually go in half forward, play that flank role, play up the ground a bit more, but yeah, hopefully get into the midfield soon, so.
Alrighty, and the Dandenong team this year, they're a team that's always in and about the finals.
Yeah.
They've made a couple of grand finals in the last 5 or 6 years, looking at trying to get one over the line. How's it looking this year?
Well, we've got a couple of schoolboys out at the moment, but we should be alright come finals time.
When everyone gets back,
Yeah,
you
when
come back
everyone-
from appendicitis and you get everyone back on the deck?
Yeah, that's right. We've got Clav, Luke Davies, Mitch Reardon, Tom Freeman, all those boys who are playing school footy at the moment, so yeah, they'd be a handy in for us, those boys.
What's it like to play out here? You've got that terrace out the front of the social club there where a lot of people go. You always seem to play in front of a good and decent crowd here.
Yeah, it's always good. You always get a fair crowd out here. All the cars parked around the oval. Yeah, it looks great.
It is good. Who do you follow in the AFL?
I follow the Tigers.
The Tigers?
Yeah, Tigers.
Is there anyone from Richmond you try to model your game on, or anyone in the AFL you try to
Not
model?
really. Oh, Tim Membray from St Kilda.
Have you got the artwork on your arms yet?
No, not yet, mate, not yet.
He was the most tattooed TAC Cup footballer that
Yeah.
Rick and I have ever called.
Yep.
Known as, I don't know if he's still known as Skunky at St Kilda,
They
but he was
called
known
him
as
Skunky.
Skunky down at Gippsland.
Yeah.
And beautiful kick for goal. So,
Yeah,
okay, he's a good player to model. He's a good,
Yeah.
solid sort of unit.
Yeah, that medium forward type. So.
And half time, the Tigers 5-1-31 to the Dockers 5-6-36. So
There you go.
close one there at the G.
All right, beautiful work, Riley. Now you've brought a couple of mates with you today too.
Yeah,
we have
we've
to
got
talk to.
Ballymorish and Aaron Darling. So.
All right, well, you better go. You chase those two boys up for us.
No
Send them in
worries.
here.
Thanks
Tell
for
them it
having me,
was
boys.
easy.
No worries.
And we look forward to recover quickly. All right.
No worries. Thanks, mate. Cheers.
All right.
All the
good
best,
stuff. Riley Darcy there from the Dandenong Southern Stingrays, and he's okay. Now we've got Bailey. How you going?
Yeah, not bad.
Bit sore. Don't believe him when he said it was easy, mate. We absolutely drilled the tripe out of him. It was like the homicide squad interviewing him. Bailey Morris, why aren't you playing today?
Well, I played yesterday. Played for Williamstown, the VFL, as a 23rd man. Yeah, so it was a good experience.
How'd that go?
Yeah, it was good. Got the win. It was probably a bit of a poor performance from their team, but they're struggling at the moment. And yeah, it was a good day. I enjoyed every second of it.
Who did Williamstown play yesterday?
North Ballarat.
North Ballarat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get to play a full half, or how did it work?
No, we're the 23rd man for VFL. You can play as much game time as you want, but
Okay.
I probably played 70, 80% probably.
Terrific.
Yeah.
And did you get much of the footy?
Yeah, I played all right. The coach was happy, so I was happy.
What is it like with the other like the VFL players?
Yeah, it's good. The boys got around me and just trained Thursday night and game day. Pretty much just a lot of communication. I mean, that's where they're good at. Just teaching the young boys what to do and
Where to go?
It was really comfortable.
At Burbank?
No, this was away game. We played in Ballarat.
At Eureka Stadium?
Yeah, so weather was alright, so it
Wasn't too
bad.
cold?
Wasn't too bad, yeah.
Gee, that's a fantastic performance.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you had to go train at Williamstown. I'm assuming you live locally?
Yeah, no, south, so it's fair travel, but I know a guy, Ben Cavaro, who plays for Williamstown.
Yep.
So I just asked for a lift for him, get to know him.
Got him?
Yeah.
He's all right too, isn't he?
Yeah,
Because he was playing with Frankston the
Frankston,
last few
yeah.
years, and
they folded, and now he's there.
He's there.
He's doing well. Yeah.
they had some good players. Adam Marcon's back at Williamstown this year, so they're good. Two excellent TAC Cup players that would look after you.
Exactly right, yeah.
So tell us about your journey, mate. Where's your junior footy and that?
Yeah, so I was at Beaconsfield Junior Football Club, still there, still registered, and then obviously did the development with Stingrays as a young kid. I didn't play as a 16, I didn't play as a 17, I got cut. Last year was my first year of TAC, and unlucky to miss out on the drafts, but back here as a 19-year-old and just looking to further develop my football.
So we asked the same of Riley. When you didn't make the cut as a 16 and 17-year-old, what was your feelings then?
I was just immediately, how can I improve? Just got feedback and just went back to local footy and just did what I had to.
Took on it and then got in there and had a shot.
Head on, yeah.
So being a 19-year-old, do you take on more of a leadership role around the group?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not in the leadership group, but I believe that I am a leader out in the field.
Yep.
And at training and stuff, I'm always talking and doing the team things. So yeah, it's definitely a step up in the leadership department.
And in this year, are you playing a similar position to where you've played previous?
Yeah, backline,
Yep.
mainly backline. They've been moving me up in the wing or the mid a couple of times, which is good, just to develop my football a bit more in that area.
And who do you follow in the AFL?
The Doggies.
The Doggies. Is there anyone you're modelling your game on?
I'd like to think JJ. I love the way he plays, that sort of run and carry.
You could do something with the hair.
Yeah, bloody oath. But yeah, I really like how he goes about it.
Yeah, no, he's a good one. And I'll tell you what, you're not the first guy that's mentioned his name when we ask that question throughout the year. They do. All right. When's your next? What's your next appointment? Still at Williamstown, or do you get to come back for the Stingers?
I've actually got to talk to Wills about that, but they're playing Richmond this week, so the coach said you can come down and play for us if you want. You've just got to have a chat and sort out availability. So yeah. Okay.
Do you want us to have a word to Wheels for you, just to ice it for you?
No,
or?
I think I'll have a chat to him. But thanks, lads.
All right, good on you, Bailey. Bailey Morris there from the Dandenong Southern Stingrays, and you've got one more of your mates there for us.
That's Riley Boland. He's a junior. If you want him,
yeah, throw him in.
Throw him in. All right.
We'll see how the other half live.
Oh, you're in, mate.
The boys.
Happy about that?
We're in. We've got him.
Or is he getting a bit of stage fright, I think?
He's got stage fright?
We'll wait and see. No, wasn't expecting the call up, but anyway, we're right.
He's not going down Media Street, Bailey?
He's not.
All right.
Fair enough.
Doesn't matter. You did a good
All
job,
right.
mate. Thank
Great
you
work.
very much. All right, couple of boys there. Appendicitis and playing for Williamstown. Two good reasons not to be playing. We'll take a break and we'll be back on the other side of this for the second half. It is Oakleigh 59 and Dandenong 17.
Essendon captain Goddard settles, and he's done it. He's slotted through the match-winning goal. Roughhead flies high across the pack and takes a classic mark. Pendlebury's leading from the front, clocking up the possessions today, and young gun Josh Dunkley is looking good in his debut match. NG, the power behind Gippsland Power. For the past 19 seasons, NG, Loy Yang B and Hazelwood has been kicking goals with Gippsland Power as major sponsor. Gippsland Power, the backyard playground of tomorrow's future stars. Go Power!
If you love your under-18s footy and want to know more about the future stars of the AFL, then check out AFL Draft Central. AFL Draft Central is the only AFL draft-focused website providing draft profiles, power rankings, video highlights, exclusive interviews and all the stats you need on the up-and-coming stars of the TAC Cup. To check them out, visit afldraftcentral.com.au, like them on Facebook or follow them on Twitter at AFL Draft Central. AFL Draft Central, proudly supporting TAC Cup Radio. Technica is an Australian company that's been importing Italian-made and European-designed cooking appliances and white goods for almost 20 years. Technica appliances are a fusion of cutting-edge technology and contemporary design, providing a high level of style and sophistication to any kitchen. This is why so many leading architects, developers, interior designers and builders use Technica appliances, because like their customers, they want the very latest in innovation and quality. Technica, proud sponsor of the Northern Knights and TAC Cup Radio. For all your workwear, head down to Cowboys Cash and Carry, Unit 1, 169 Settlement Road, Thomastown. High-vis long and short-sleeve work shirts, just $5. Expect to pay triple elsewhere. High-vis wind cheaters in fluoro orange or yellow, just $8. Sizes all the way up to 5XL. If you mention this ad, they'll throw in a 3-pack of work socks free. Cowboys Cash and Carry, Unit 1, 169 Settlement Road, Thomastown. Proudly supporting TAC Cup Radio.
The Red Time Sport iPhone app is here and ready to download. The app allows you to listen to the different sports BPM media broadcasts wherever you are in the world, including VFL and TAC Cup Radio and a whole lot more. You can interact with the commentary team in real time via the Red Time Sport iPhone app feedback and social networking buttons, plus check out upcoming broadcasts. Catch up with the latest sports headlines from around the world via the Sports News button. The Red Time Sport iPhone app. Download it from the iTunes Store today. Visit bpmmedia.com.au for more details.
TAC Cup Radio has its own Facebook page. You can find it by searching for TAC Cup Radio. Like the page and be kept up to date with everything that's happening in this year's TAC Cup season. Have your say on any topic, including the best on ground and the players making their mark on the competition. You can also find the Twitter handles for our commentary team so you can interact during the match. They all love talking about the next thing in TAC Cup footy and you can let them know your opinion. TAC Cup Radio on Facebook. Like it now. FootyProfit.com is your go-to for everything AFL online, including some of the best under-18s coverage across Australia. The site has phantom drafts, player scout reports, predictions and expert analysis on your favourite players. Footy Profit is committed to covering the AFL draft and as a key sponsor of TAC Cup Radio provides first-class analysis and opinion. Readers are flooding to FootyProfit.com to stay up to date with everything they need to know about the TAC Cup and the AFL draft. It's time you found out what all the fuss is about. Visit footyprofit.com. Nixon Finance has been running in the Plenty Valley area of Greensborough for over 20 years. As your financial consultants and brokers, they specialise in all your equipment and vehicle finance needs. Home loans, business loans, commercial property loans. They deal with all the banks and get the right loan that suits your needs. Call Phil Smith during business hours on 9435 2600 or email nixonfinance@bigpond.com.
On taccup.com.au and the Red Time Sport iPhone app, this is TAC Cup Radio.
Back here at Shepley Oval, the Oakleigh boys are out in the field and in position, or getting into position. The Dandenong boys, tardy again, Rick, still in a huddle down at full forward there.
Not that it'd make a lot of difference. There's been a slight alteration to the scoreboard. 9-5, 59 Oakleigh.
Yep.
And the Stingrays 2-5, 17. Just dominating at the moment. We'll see if Dandenong can come out and make a game of this.
And thanks to Riley Darcy and Bailey Morris for giving their time at half-time. They couldn't get that bottom ager in here, Rick.
No.
Tried to get him out with a crowbar and he wouldn't move.
All good.
Always good, the boys out at Dandenong. Always love to come and have a chat, actually, don't they?
Yeah, they're
Over
all
the years.
Got that character about them, haven't they? The Dandenong boys.
Yep, I could pick a Dandenong boy from a long way out. And you can pick it in the AFL with Taylor Adams and Adam Treloar.
Yep.
But they've all got that cheekiness about them. Third quarter action, TAC Cup Radio, game of the day. Take it away, Rick.
Bounce down, tapped down by Bowen, overrun. Now they should be able to clear this time. Young They get it across and they'll kick towards half forward now. Dandenong. Murphy gathers it in nicely, hooks around on the right, down towards it, goes over the top. Keenor should mop up here for Oakleigh. He gets it out further afield. Dropped there by Hamill, but he gets it across eventually to his teammate in the pocket. And Dandenong will have a shot on goal, this time through Bedford, Toby Bedford. And it's a tight angle. Wonder whether he'll run around or just opt for the drop punt here. And he goes the drop punt, and this one slides across the other side post, and it's out in the full. And Oakleigh to take the free kick.
I was going to put the moz on him, Rick. He was wearing the famous number 15 of Frosty Miller.
All right, well, Frosty would have dobbed many from that position, that's for sure.
Ed Micklemore going off with an ankle injury, Rick.
So Stacker with the kick and finds his mate in Bowen. Bowen dribbles it forward, intercepted there by Dandenong Young. He lost it, and Stacks on the middle there. And we'll have a ball up, 55 out from the Dandenong goal. Already getting a bit of the ball forward, Dandenong. To Koning with the tap down over the back. Clark overran it, sharked away by O'Sullivan. They lost it again. This time ZJ Cotter dribbles it along the boundary. Eventually it gets kicked back towards centre wing, and a drop mark there by Fletcher just allowed his opponent in there to lay the tackle. And he'll probably try and make sure he takes the mark next time so he doesn't get ridden into the ground like that.
That was pretty red hot.
And De Koning getting the tap out. They're trying to work it through the pack through ZJ, and the umpire will ball it up. Underneath us here, commentary side, grandstand at Shepley Oval here in Dandenong. De Koning slaps it forward. Again, Cotter underneath it.
He's a bit of a burrower.
Yeah, he's a terrier.
Terrier.
And noticeable with the longish blonde hair. Anyway, smother there by Lachlan Young. Did well there to hold up Oakleigh. And the umpire will come in and ball it up again.
I'd love to be selling headbands to hair ties in TAC Cup footy and make a fortune.
Plenty of them. There's De Koning with the headband. Tied up. And another ball up. Just got to break it open a bit here. Take a few risks, these players. And Bowen up against De Koning, who gets a tap out again. Little Scala goes on the right rather than the left. Make sure you use the left next time, Scala. Out in the full it goes.
It is Jesse Davies to take the resultant free kick, half back. Told to play on, kicks to centre wing. Bowen gets front position. Now it's kick forward for Oakleigh there by Stacker. We're just inside 50. ZJ grabs it, flicks a handball out. Waller pinches his pocket. Can't get it out. Now they do. Great tackle there. Umpire looks, doesn't reward the tackler. Thought he may have got that one.
She's been consistent with that.
She has. Stanford, double punch. DeWitt kicks to half back. Oakleigh, Higgins just puts it on the boot. Beautiful footy, Jack Higgins. He was gravitating backwards, Rick. And he just had enough just to get the footy to boot, just to kick it as far as he could to make the legal distance. And Sam Hart has been able to run on that and take a mark. And he'll be kicking for his first. He's from Whitefriars College and Blackburn Footy Club. Sam Hart kicks straightish through the middle. First goal of the second half, 10-5-64 to 2-5-17 NG scoreboard. And we are just approaching 5 minutes into the third quarter on the Technica time clock.
Yeah, he does like to play those funny kicks, Jack Higgins, and use the side of his boot and finesse a little bit. And he did that perfectly because he just kicked it out in open space and running onto it nicely there, Hart, who's had a good game so far, Sam Hart. Thrown up to Koning, getting his hands on it all of a sudden. Gets it to ground. There was a hold on that player there in Piper. Piper for Dandenong. He'll go the long pass to out in front. They brought it to ground. They should be able to clear here, Oakleigh. Wooler takes the mark. Gets on the left through the centre. Down towards full forward. Out in front, Stanford. Beautiful take. He's a likely type, that's for sure. Out in front. Got the hands up and sticky fingers.
Well, just from the centre half forward angle, Toby Wooler, like a true centre half forward, led strong, marked strong, wheeled around quickly, got onto his left boot and drilled that to the hot spot.
Stanford comes in and kicks beautifully through the middle. They've got a good two-prong attack down there, Oakleigh, and Stanford kicks his second for the day. Dandenong 2-5-17, not scoring as yet in this third quarter, and Oakleigh move on to, we'll just bring that up, 11-5-71, breaking away at the moment, and we're 6 minutes into this third quarter on the technical time clock.
54 points the difference. It's a Barry blowout here at Shepley Oval. Up they go. Tap down. Piper was being held. Advantage, advantage, advantage. They go forward. Dandenong through Bateman into the pocket. It's a bobbling footy. Just out of view for a second. Now it's kicked round the corner, close to the boundary line. Mark taken just inside by William Hamill. He's on the left boot. He centres it. Beautiful intercept mark for Oakleigh there by Xavier O'Neill. Plays on straight away. Now it ends up with O'Neill. He kicks long inside 50, looking for Stanford. Comes over the back. Ball falls, wrapped in a tackle, wrapped in another tackle. Clark can't get it. Dandenong got the numbers. They just need to get the footy. Now they kick it to the safety of centre wing. The big men. Now Murphy works around his opponent. Does the give and get. Left hand handball. Kick it goal. Bouncing. Just shaved the post. I don't think we've got number 8 on our sheet, have we? For Dandenong. Apologies for that. A few of these players have got new jumper numbers today and the new VFA jumpers, and there's one we're just without. 2-6-18, 11-5-71. Oakleigh to bring the ball back in. They kick out to half back. Hart trapped with the footy.
Get it back. Good. Look to kick long. He likes to kick long, Piper, and he does that. He goes in the Murphy direction. Little push out, but a nice take in the end, Collier Dawkins for Oakleigh. He'll get it back inside 50. Down towards full forward. The big back it goes to Plumridge.
Bowen gets the tap down.
With the cars under the scoreboard there. You want to make sure you're backed up by Stanford. Well, it looks like Williams. I get them mixed up occasionally. Williams having a run down on the forward line.
Around the grounds, Rick, up at Eureka Stadium, the Western Jets 7-6-48 lead the Greater Western Victoria Rebels 7-3-45 halfway through the third quarter.
Williams comes in for Dandenong, kicks it pretty straight this time through the middle.
It's his third.
And the big fella kicks his third for the day. Bailey Williams, and you mentioned he might be Dandenong's best player, and it looks to be that way.
He's going to win the goal kicking award at the very least, Rick.
For the day.
Yes.
He's on 3 goals. There are only 3 goals kicked by Bailey Williams. So it's 24-72 now. Chargers with a commanding lead. Back in the middle, we're now up to, just get that time clock up in a minute. Tap down, that time through Hogan. They get it forward again. Big grab by Williams. And that's definitely a footy profit mark of the day contender. Definitely the best mark so far today. Bailey Williams, and he won it last week with a huge leap down at Preston. And he's going to kick for goal. 35 out directly in front, and he hooks this one. 4 would have been nice to him. But great mark all the same. 25-72, sorry. And Oakleigh to kick in from full back. They'll go long towards a contest here. Over the back, big fly. They bring it to ground. The umpire says play on. You could hear him in the background, and eventually there'll be a ball up. 55 out from Dandy's goal. And they throw it up quickly. A clear winner in this one. Cotter underneath the pack, and another ball up. 55 metres out. Hardy over the top. Or Hogan it was. And eventually it'll go out underneath us here. Toby Wooler couldn't keep it in. The umpire will ball it in. Centre wing almost. So a lot of one-on-one pairing up in this contest. Well done O'Sullivan, couldn't break the tackle. Dandy trying to work it out, couldn't either. Smith there, the umpire will ball it up.
The next time we have Pete from AFL Draft Central, or Matt, or Matty Barmer from AFL Draft Central, I'd like to have a chat to him about Toby Woolerick, where he sits. As Hunter Clark takes the ball quickly, kicks up forward. Williams drops what he might have taken, and a free kick given away. I like the way Wooler moves. Got key forward written all over him.
I think he'll get picked up, Brooksy.
You do. Ball crosses Oakleigh. In the back pocket. They kick it in. Riley Jones in the heart of defensive 50 for the Chargers. They kick out to centre wing to that man Wooler. Just spills what he probably could have taken. Now Dandenong work it out back to go forward. Smith. Little kick. Pinched there by Hunter Clark. He's warming to the task. Lays a beautiful tackle. Dispossesses. Scrappy footy. Cotter. Quick kick and out on the full. Keenor to take the resultant free kick. He looks up, told to play on, has to dance around, and dance around he does. Kicks to centre wing. Up they go, all Dandenong. Had enough of it. And they will take the free kick. Defensive side of centre. It's a dirty big up and under. They're looking for Murphy. Gave the defenders plenty of time. Now it comes back. Keenor. Intercept. Comes backwards. Fed out wide to Stanford. He puts on a long, low, hard pass. Intercept there by Dandenong and is kicked forward through Davies. He kicks to the half-forward flank. Not a Stingray in sight. Oakleigh got plenty of time. Bennett. They decide to switch play. Long, raking left foot, looking for Hart. He runs after it, close to the boundary. Oh, deft touch there by Higgins over to Bowen. And intercept there by Dandenong. It's going to come back. They go forward here through Lachlan Young. He's got Hunter Clark. Goes this way, that way, turns on his left. Bennett in the best position, and he takes the mark. Last line of defence for Oakleigh.
Full forwards nightmare, that kick. Overcooked it. Anyway, Smith leading in the race for it. Taps it towards the boundary line, and out of bounds it goes. Half forward for Dandenong, out of side. And the umpire will ball it in. We've got Hogan this time up against Bowen. Nice deep long throw in. Hogan gets it to the front. Cotter gets his kick smothered. Searle goes down. Series of handballs, but there's Hart again. Playing a great game. Gets it down towards half forward, but an intercept mark to Fletcher. Fletcher will look to move it quickly. Gets it across. He's got support there through Huswaite. Goes into the middle. There's Hunter Clark again on that left. Steers it out in front of Williams. Good defensive play by Bennett to get the spoil. We've got a shot on goal,
Missed.
but it's just offline for a behind. 26-72 at the moment, 18 minutes in third quarter action. Dandenong have picked their game up, just haven't troubled the scorer enough. Play on by King. Gets it to the outer side. Spoil brought to ground. O'Neill had another good game. They'll kick it to centre wing. Davies paddles it forward. Dandenong trying to clear through DeWitt. They'll get it out wider. Back inside. Cotter gives it to Koning. He can't break away just yet. Bedford lost it. He threw it. The umpire said, that's a throw. Bujaya, the man that tackled, gets the reward. Goes into the middle. Oh, great contested mark there. And that was O'Sullivan. Liked his game. They run into trouble. Searle tried to take on the tackler. Now it ends up no advantage paid. Now what's happened here? They've reversed this.
There was a sort of a throwdown.
Sling tackle.
Yeah, the other way after the ball left the area, Rick.
Anyway, the kick by Jones towards full forward. Up they go. Oh, Scala with a snap over the shoulder, and that's his third. Great little forward today, Scala. And Oakleigh just building on that lead.
They've stretched it again in the third quarter.
3-8-26 Dandenong. Oakleigh 12-6-78. And that is on the NG scoreboard 20 minutes in on the Technica time clock. And that's definitely a great AFL Draft Central goal of the day contender.
Oakleigh have put on 19 this quarter, and it is 8 or 9, sorry, to the Stingrays. As Dandenong get it out through Dylan Morris. Kick it to centre half forward. Ball comes to ground. Charging through. Now Keenor bustles his way through. ZJ could have been in the back, tackled into the dirt. And the ball will be thrown up just inside 50. True centre half forward. Dandenong's end. Comes out the back. Young having a good quarter. Punched away. May. Cool in the crisis. Keenor, very good off cross half back. Lovely searching kick. Fry goes into the middle looking for Wooler. Piper intercepts. Piper hops on his bike, gets caught, throws the ball. Like the intent, just didn't have the space to do it. They look to switch, do they, Oakleigh? Do they look to switch? Now they kick forward through King to centre wing. But it's a mark out wide for Dandenong.
DeWitt.
Mason DeWitt goes backwards, Rick. On half back. He's got a man all alone in the middle. That's Angus Patterson.
Been quiet, hasn't he?
He has. He goes in the middle to ZJ. ZJ. Zigzag footy, Rick. Gets it across. Dandenong, long searching kick. Williams. Oh, Bennett at the back.
He's played
Good
a
mark.
great game, Bennett. Been instrumental in repelling many attacks. Bennett doing a great job at full-back with a little kick towards O'Neill in half-back. Their whole back line's been superb, Oakleigh. And so is this guy, Keenor. He'll get it further afield, and they've got support out wide through Stacker. Now Stacker gets it to Stanford. Stanford at half-back. A little chip to a contest almost, but reading it better than all. Nice little take by Noah Wright. Noah goes into the middle. And we've got a mark there, taken that time through Harry. They go into the middle. Stanford again. We're at centre wing now. Centre wing moving it to half forward. They're looking for Troani. Oh, gutsy mark there in defence that time by DeWitt. Just everywhere at the moment. for Dandenong, holding up their back line. He runs his full measure and kicks across goal. And they've taken it and gone wider again. This time Fletcher. He'll give it. Oh, DeWitt ran into trouble. Probably should have been holding the ball, but they'll play on here through Scala. He'll go towards Trelawney. Over the head it goes. Higgins runs onto it. He gets on the left. Oh, what's he done here? He snapped it for an AFL Draft Central goal of the day on the left foot. Jack Higgins, he knew what he was doing there. And that is a beautiful goal to Oakleigh.
I agree with you, Rick. That is the clubhouse leader for mine. That was a beauty. What I liked most about it, Rick, he didn't panic. He didn't try to do too much. He just had to get boot to ball in one motion and just let it bounce the natural curve through, and it beat it through. For his second goal of the afternoon, they move on to 13-6-84. The Stingrays are 3-8-26 on the NG scoreboard. We have just ticked past 24 minutes in the third quarter on the Technica time clock. Hunter Clark gets the ball out of the middle. Long kick. Bennett at the back. Williams lays off the handball. It's able to be rushed through from behind. 3-9-27, 13-6-84. Oakleigh to bring the ball back in. Wooler, strong hands, Toby, the skipper. Oh, his kick's intercepted. Clark comes in, tackles him. Should have been rewarded, I would have thought. ZJ, now Wooler intercepts the handball. Hart, they get it across. Good work by the Chargers. Stacker comes over the back. Now Patterson, the race is on. Dandenong trying to keep it back in. A 2. Ball caught back. Now it comes out. Dandenong, quick hands. Lost underneath a pile of players, and the umpire will have no choice.
Got to give Toby Wooler a rap there. He got his kick smothered. Didn't go back far enough, but managed to then go back and smother the handball because they were off and running, Dandenong. So well done, Toby. And ball back at half forward for Oakleigh. They're trying to work it out of the ruck. Can't quite get it away, and the umpire will ball it up. And we're about 60 out from Oakleigh's goal. And the ball up, tapped down the front that time by Hogan. Just trying to work it out of there. Hunter Clark charges through, but keeps getting grabbed as he went.
I liked his game, Rick.
Yeah, he's tried hard, hasn't he, all day? There's a few for Dandy who've tried hard. And not able to just hurt him enough on the scoreboard. They'll tap it out, and there's three-quarter time. And now the Oakleigh have built on their lead. 13-6-84 to the Stingrays, 3-9-27. And that is a 57-point margin at three-quarter time.
It is. The goal kickers for Dandenong. Bailey Williams has the whole three of them. And for the Oakleigh Chargers, Daniel Scala has 3. 2 apiece to Daniel Stanford, Lachlan Bugea and Jack Higgins, and 1 apiece to Callum Searle, Toby Wooler, Tom O'Sullivan and Sam Hart. All the Oakleigh Chargers here. We will take a break, be back on the other side of this with the last quarter action here from Shepley Oval in the TAC Cup Radio and TAC Cup Live Match of the Day.
Essendon captain Goddard settles, and he's done it. He's slotted through the match-winning goal. Roughhead flies high across the pack and takes a classic mark. Pendlebury's leading from the front, clocking up the possessions today, and young gun Josh Dunkley is looking good in his debut match. NG, the power behind Gippsland Power. For the past 19 seasons, NG, Loy Yang B and Hazelwood has been kicking goals with Gippsland Power as major sponsor. Gippsland Power, the backyard playground of tomorrow's future stars. Go Power!
If you love your under-18s footy and want to know more about the future stars of the AFL, then check out AFL Draft Central. AFL Draft Central is the only AFL draft-focused website providing draft profiles, power rankings, video highlights, exclusive interviews and all the stats you need on the up-and-coming stars of the TAC Cup. To check them out, visit afldraftcentral.com.au, like them on Facebook or follow them on Twitter at AFL Draft Central. AFL Draft Central, proudly supporting TAC Cup Radio. Technica is an Australian company that's been importing Italian-made and European-designed cooking appliances and white goods for almost 20 years. Technica appliances are a fusion of cutting-edge technology and contemporary design, providing a high level of style and sophistication to any kitchen. This is why so many leading architects, developers, interior designers and builders use Technica appliances, because like their customers, they want the very latest in innovation and quality. Technica, proud sponsor of the Northern Knights and TAC Cup Radio. For all your workwear, head down to Cowboys Cash and Carry, Unit 1, 169 Settlement Road, Thomastown. High-vis long and short-sleeve work shirts, just $5. Expect to pay triple elsewhere. High-vis windsheeters in fluoro orange or yellow, just $8. Sizes all the way up to 5XL. If you mention this ad, they'll throw in a 3-pack of work socks free. Cowboys Cash and Carry, Unit 1, 169 Settlement Road, Thomastown. Proudly supporting TAC Cup Radio.
The Red Time Sport iPhone app is here and ready to download. The app allows you to listen to the different sports BPM Media broadcasts wherever you are in the world, including VFL and TAC Cup Radio and a whole lot more. You can interact with the commentary team in real time via the Red Time Sport iPhone app feedback and social networking buttons. Plus check out upcoming broadcasts. Catch up with the latest sports headlines from around the world via the Sports News button. The Red Time Sport iPhone app. Download it from the iTunes Store today. Visit bpmmedia.com.au for more details.
TAC Cup Radio has its own Facebook page. You can find it by searching for TAC Cup Radio. Like the page and be kept up to date with everything that's happening in this year's TAC Cup season. Have your say on any topic, including the best on ground and the players making their mark on the competition. You can also find the Twitter handles for our commentary team so you can interact during the match. They all love talking about the next thing in TAC Cup footy, and you can let them know your opinion. TAC Cup Radio on Facebook. Like it now. FootyProfit.com is your go-to for everything AFL online, including some of the best under-18s coverage across Australia. The site has phantom drafts, player scout reports, predictions and expert analysis on your favourite players. Footy Profit is committed to covering the AFL draft and as a key sponsor of TAC Cup Radio provides first-class analysis and opinion. Readers are flooding to FootyProfit.com to stay up to date with everything they need to know about the TAC Cup and the AFL draft. It's time you found out what all the fuss is about. Visit footyprofit.com. Nixon Finance has been running in the Plenty Valley area of Greensborough for over 20 years. As your financial consultants and brokers, they specialise in all your equipment and vehicle finance needs. Home loans, business loans, commercial property loans. They deal with all the banks and get the right loan that suits your needs. Call Phil Smith during business hours on 9435 2600 or email nixonfinance@bigpond.com.
On taccup.com.au and the Red Time Sport iPhone app, this is TAC Cup Radio.
Back at Shepley Oval, it is 13-6-84 Oakleigh to 3-9-27 Dandenong, and we're just getting our own coach's address from the guys in charge of the vision, just telling us to rev up for the last quarter. It's been all Oakleigh, Rick. They've just been sensational. Around the grounds, Rick. Great game up at Eureka Stadium. Western Jets 8-7-55 and the Greater Western Victoria Rebels are 8-4-52. And that is 4 minutes into the last quarter. And at the MCG, it is Fremantle 65, Richmond 35. Almost 27 minutes into the third quarter. And we just I don't think they've started in China yet, Rick.
Right, okay. We're getting radio broadcast of China or just TV?
I don't know, I haven't heard.
There might be live streaming somewhere, you'd imagine. AFL Nation.
Have to be something somewhere. Hopefully AFL Victoria will send a TAC Cup match to far-flung cases. We'll go and do it. As the huddles break up, Rick, we were saying during the quarter it's comprehensive for Oakleigh, but Dandenong have had some good try. I don't want to say tries in a,
Just name a few. Hunter Clark's working his way into the game. I think Sam Fletcher's been effective for him. I like to work with Jesse Davies on their back line. Sort of held them together a bit down there. And Ali ZJ and Mason DeWitt have all played good games for Dandenong.
Murphy as well, Rick, gives them something to aim at.
Tommy Murphy.
Yep, moves them around. I thought Bateman, Bateman's got a touch of the Nathan Rovats about him, Rick. He's got those little Barney rubber legs that go 100 miles an hour.
Goes all right with the girls, I'm told, too, Bateman.
Does he?
Had some inside word.
Right, okay. And for Oakleigh, they've just got winners all over the ground. Hard to find a poor player for them. You mentioned their backline in the call, and with Bennett, and I like the work of Isaac Keenall, Rick. He's been steady. He's judged it perfectly today. And their whole back line, all of them have played a great job, done a great job so far. All played their part, and they've made it difficult and read the ball. Not only just been able to intercept mark, but they've just read the play so well, their back line, Oakleigh. All right. Just waiting for the last of the stragglers to get off the ground for quarter number 4 here at Shepley. Good scoreboard here, Rick. Very bright. Good to see it. Good to have a time clock. As the umpire holds the ball aloft. Last quarter action here, TAC Cup Radio match of the day. Take it away, Rick. Up they go, and no clear winner in the tap out there. The ball goes to ground, and we'll have a repeat ball up right in the middle of the ground. 27 to 84. Oakleigh with a commanding lead in this final quarter. DeConing gets the tap out. Oakleigh trying to work it clear. That time DeWitt gets a handball for Dandy. They get it back through Cotter. Over to Young. Young through the middle. Goes out wide and he'll spot up Bailey Williams. He doesn't quite take the mark. Oakleigh defending towards the boundary side. Out of bounds it goes. 50 metres out from goal. Dandenong, that was quite a good move. Just couldn't finish it off there. So the ball in. 50 metres or 45 out from goal. They tap it to the front. Oakleigh trying to break out with a wide handball over the boundary line. We'll see if they pay this. No, don't see many deliberates in TAC Cup footy. No, do not. The umpire will ball it in. We're about 60 metres out from Dandenong's goal. Grandstand side. Ball in. DeConing down the front. There goes Reese Piper. He runs around. He kicks through with the right foot. Beautiful goal. Penetrating kick through the middle. And a much needed goal to Dandenong. 4-9-33 to the Chargers. 13-6, 84. And we're only 3 minutes into this final quarter. And that was a good response. It was. And something that I do love, Rick, is players that run straight and kick straight. Don't have to go around on bends, kick round corners. He just zeroed in like a laser beam on those goals and got it through. Good work, Reese Piper. Hunter Clark gets the clearance. They go forward again. This will be kicked forward by Bedford, and it is out on the full. Put on the afterburners there. He burned them off there, Bedford. Good speed. Now we've got Bennett to bring the ball back in for the Chargers. It's a bit of an up and under. Harry flies for it. Can't take the mark, and it is over the boundary line, out of bounds. Half back, half forward, outer side of the ground. The gum trees over there in the background. Good setting for footy. Umpire right on the 50 metre line. It's tapped. Goes to the deck, fed out. Pings around a little bit. Bedford again, kick smothered. And over the boundary line and out of bounds. Oakleigh still defending pretty well at this stage, just not letting them out. Still getting numbers around the footy. Here we go again. Double bounce. Ball still in dispute. Oakleigh on the carpet, trying to get it out. And that is touched. That was a drop kick. Xavier O'Neill. Ball to be thrown in again. 2/3 of the players inside 50 for Dandenong. Trying to get a kick away. Tapped off the ground. Now Dandenong through Hunter Clark. Gets swung around. Smith kicks up forward looking for Williams. Bennett and beats all of them, and it's out of bounds on the full. And Bennett to take the resultant free kick. Will he look to switch? Will he look to switch? It's a bit congested down that outer wing. No, he's going to go there. Bit of a helicopter. Comes over the back. Mark taken. O'Sullivan. They get it across, looking for Higgins. Overcooks the handball. Dandenong brought to the deck. Smith. And free kick. Free kick to Oakleigh. Deemed holding the ball. On true centre wing. Comes over the top to Searle. That is a long kick up forward. Comes over the back to Stanford, who snaps. And he snaps correctly. Straight through the middle on the left boot. Had one look at goal, looked round the corner, and Daniel Stanford got his third just like that. 14.690 to 4.933 on the NG scoreboard. And we are just nearing the 5-minute mark of the last quarter on the Technica time clock.
Yeah, just steered it through, didn't he? Hit the belly of the ball and just steered it through the goals on the left. Good goal. Up they go. And now it'll end up with ZJ in the middle. They kick it away now through Wooler Oakleigh down towards half forward. And Fletcher should pick it up on the line. Oh, there was a photo finish there. And out of bounds it was. Just underneath the gallery there, looking above this throw-in. We're about 65 out from the goal of Oakleigh. 90 to 33. Oakleigh leading comfortably. Oakleigh tap it down the front. Just can't break out of this pack at the moment. They let him go. Ends up in a stalemate and they'll ball it up again. And we are almost at half forward for Oakleigh. And Williams with the leap. Kicked out of there through Morris. Goes down towards half forward. De Koning gives off the handball, but there'll be a push out. And Bennett will take the free kick. And yeah, didn't see a lot in it, but it looked like there was a push, but couldn't quite see where he got him. Bennett to take the free kick. He's had his hands full today, but done a great job on De Koning and Williams. Wooler brings it to the front. Morris with the handball. Out wide to Pumridge. Dandenong attacking now. They'll move it forward, down towards full forward. We'll see what they've got here. Bennett with the punch. Oh, they'll clear again here. And kick long. Long towards Wooler, who should take the mark at half back. Wooler trying to draw the handball. He fakes it. Goes long down the line. And Stanford takes a nice mark out in front on the boundary line. Real good key targets down there. They've gone wide. Went over the top of the pack. Oh, little O'Sullivan with the cheeky hand off to Higgins, who gets it around the corner, but through for a behind. And that'll take him on to 33, the Stingrays, and 91, the Chargers.
Should mention that we had a message from Peter Williams from AFL Draft Central just to let us know Toby Wooler was ranked 23rd in Matty Barmer's power rankings. Top 30 talent. Interesting to see where the stock market puts him, Rick, as we get towards the middle part of the season. I quite like his work. Bailey Williams off half back. Dirty big thumping kick. May at the back. Bedford running onto it. Runs past it. Now Keenor gets it across to May, who gets it across to Wooler. Wooler, beautiful measured kick to Bougeya. Bougeya wants to get on with it. Kicks inside 50, and the mark is taken by Daniel Stanford. And he's got the swagger of a key forward in form, Rick. He goes inboard, spots up his skipper, who's on a better angle, say a 40-degree angle. Same distance out, and the skipper puts the mouthguard in the sock. Were you a mouthguard in the sock full forward, Rick, or
put it in the shorts?
In your Margaret Courts. As Toby Wooler comes in close to the man on the mark, but straight through the middle. Beautiful kick, captain. Toby Wooler. That is his second for the afternoon, and the Oakleigh Chargers are enjoying Mother's Day as the scoreboard comes back 15-7-97. They lead the Dandenong Stingrays 4-9-33. That's a 64-point lead, 9.5 minutes in on the Technica time clock.
And in the middle goes Williams. There goes Cotter with the kick out towards the 50. They're running onto it here. And picked up by Hogan. He'll swing around towards centre half forward. And it looked like Piper took the mark. Don't know what happened there. Anyway, there'll be a ball up. We're just inside the 50 metres. Dandenong attacking. They'll ball it up quickly. Tap down towards centre half forward. Boucher trying to work it out of there. They flick it out. Comes back in again. And we're just on that 50 metres at centre half forward. There'll be another ball up. 33-97. Chargers lead. Up they go. Good body work, Bowen. Troani gets the dribbler out wide. They should be able to pick up. That was a nice pick up there by Collier Dawkins. They get it back into a pack situation and they'll ball it up again. We're at half forward here for Dandenong, outer side, eastern side of the ground. And Williams with the tap off. O'Sullivan went without it. They're trying to tap it forward. Little Cotter in under again. He can nearly back it in. If there's a ball up, he'll be the last one getting up. They ball it up quickly. Williams taps it over. Just through the legs for the moment, of a few of them. And they take it that time. Nice take by Collier Dawkins. They'll get it to the middle of the ground. Searle had it and plays on towards half forward Troani. He'll give it off to O'Sullivan. He's a classy type on the left. Gets it out wide to Higgins, who is backing back into trouble. Dandenong should clear, but eventually it's out of bounds.
Around the ground, 17.5 minutes into the last quarter up at Eureka. Greater Western Victoria Rebels 11-5-71, lead Western Jets 8-8-56. Rebels
getting on top there after a close game all day.
Ball thrown in. Bowen gets his hand to it. Follows up his own work on the left boot, looking for Higgins. Bouncing footy. And it just goes through for another behind. Davies to bring the ball back in for Dandenong. 98 plays 33. 65 points. Sloppy. Nance Cowan overruns it. Now Oakleigh have a snap at goal. Oh, he's strong, Higgins. Just strong, Rick. Strong in the core. That was lovely footy. The ball just sort of dropped on him. He was in a contest to get the footy. It dropped at his feet. He planted them, bumped his opponent off him, and then just turned it around the corner on his left boot. And that is Higgins' third for the afternoon, playing as a permanent forward. And the score just keeps rocking and rolling on, Rick. 16-8-104 on the NG scoreboard. Dandenong of 4-9-33. 13 minutes in on the Technica time clock.
Ball up in the middle, thumped away by Williams of Dandenong, and they were able to gather it. Collier Dawkins gives off the handoff to Troani, and down in front of us at centre half forward, right on the boundary line. It hasn't gone over yet. Now they get it over eventually, and the ball in. right on centre wing, grandstand side. Boundary umpire getting himself on TV there. Throw in, and Hunter Clark, kick was smothered. They're trying to work it out of there. Well done. Little O'Sullivan gets on the left. Up they go. Oh, Higgins, the flyer. That is a definite marking contender for the footy profit mark of the day. But in the meantime, Toby Wooler goes bang through the middle, and it's another one to Oakleigh. Wooler's third, and they are just loving it today, the Oakleigh Chargers. We'll just get a score check, but that huge ride by Higgins at centre half forward was a definite contender for the mark of the day for footyprofit.com. And the Stingrays 4-9-33 trail the Chargers 17-8, 110. That is on the NG scoreboard, and we are 15 minutes into this final quarter on the Technica time clock.
Back in the middle. Ball in dispute. Hart gets out, kicks inside 50. Wooler, front spot, too good, too big, too strong. Had he marks the ball 25 metres directly in front, he'd be lining up for his 4th goal of the afternoon and the Chargers' 18th. They are leading by 77 points. Wooler. Toby Wooler. It's from the old Scotch Footy Club. No mistake, Tobe. Well done, captain. He now becomes the leading goal scorer on the ground, Toby Wooler. And the scoreboard will march on, Rick, to 18-8, 116 to the Dandenong Stingrays 4-9-33. That is, Rick, a 67-16, 84-point lead, 83-point lead to the Oakleigh Chargers.
Yeah, been fantastic today, Oakleigh, and so has that captain in Toby Wooler, led the charge. We'll have a ball up again in the middle. Patterson with the tap out this time for Dandenong, back in the middle, and another pack. And no luck going forward, so we'll have another ball up. Patterson thumps it away, and King, who's done, or that wasn't King, that was Stacker, gives off the handball, centre wing, and we'll have a ball up. They're taking their time, O'Neill getting up.
He's getting up a little bit
He's in the
gingerly.
wars today. He's got a bandage around his scon. And now
have a breather, champ.
Probably deserves a breather. He's played a good game, O'Neill. Tap down, and so is that guy in Hart. Gives off the handball. Stacker gets slung as he kicks it, and they won't be able to keep that in either. Out of bounds it goes. And we'll have a ball in.
Right in front of us here.
So we've got Harry up against Hardy. Cotter takes it and throws it on the boot. Gets it to 50. They've got the numbers back this time and taken by Jones. He'll get it back and kick long towards half forward. This will favour Davies for Dandenong, but that little O'Sullivan, he's been in everything all day. Eventually it'll flick out to Young. Another intercept through Hart. Up they go to Higgins. He gets it to ground. Play on's a call. We're at 20 metres out. Stanford with the handball, and Higgins has kicked it in mid-air. He's putting on some party tricks today, Jack Higgins. But eventually it went out on the floor. Wouldn't you have loved to have seen that one go through? Cooksey could be becoming the leader of his fan club. Eventually they'll kick it to half-back Dandenong, and we've got a bit of a jump ball situation here. And we're 60 out from Oakleigh's goal.
Right in front of the grandstand. Social club deck area. Comes out the back. DJ the DJ just comes off his shin. It's over the boundary line, out of bounds, bang on centre wing, right in front of the interchange bench. Getting close to time on. It's been Oakleigh's day today. The purple and gold. Hunter Clark. Bujaya intercepts. Good work in heavy traffic. Intercept marked for Dandenong by Jesse Davies. True centre half back. Squares play back, looking for Mason DeWitt. He won't stop back. He just keeps playing on. And the kick is errant. And it's over the boundary line, out of bounds on the full. Callum Searle to take the free kick. He goes inboard, stabs a pass. Finds his teammate in Matt King. He goes backwards to Bennett. Bennett goes across to Riley Jones, who just pops it up for King. He's got time, he's got space. King puts in a shorty, looking for Big Harry. Lachlan Harry, the man with 2 first names. Harry pops it up. Patterson, strong hands, slips as he wants to play on. Just puts him off balance, and Troiani's got it. The left footer goes out wide. He's got Higgins. He'll wheel around straight away, and he spots up Sam Hart, who's marked this a true centre half forward. He kicks to Wooler on the lead, and it is football 101 as Wooler just leads, marks it in front of his eyes. Lace out. He will kick from 27 metres out, sharp angle, 70-75 degree angle to the southern end of Shepley. We've just ticked past 20 and a half minutes in this last quarter. This for Oakleigh's 19th, for Toby's 5th. It's a helicopter and it comes off hands. 18-9, plays 4-9, 21 minutes into the last quarter.
Josh Bateman to kick in for Dandenong. And he goes short to ZJ. ZJ in the back pocket. Oh, grubs it along the ground to Hunter Clark. He gives off the handball to DeWitt. Cotter. Well, they're getting in and out of trouble here, but Hunter Clark lures the player forward. They should be able to go forward through Smith here, through the middle of the ground. Patterson takes the mark. He plays on straight away, and the kick just overcooks it a little.
Had his shorts umpire.
Bit of a hanging on there, but eventually Oakleigh will clear, and in and out of trouble they go, and they'll kick back in the middle. O'Sullivan gets spoiled by De Koning. De Koning has to go back another 30 metres to pick it up, but he lost it all of a sudden. Oakleigh just getting around the ball again, and they will ball it up. Just inside the centre square, half forward for Oakleigh. Quick ball up, trying to work it out of there. Harry with the kick down forward. That's gone very, very wide. 55 out from goal, out of bounds.
We're right in front of the NG scoreboard, and it's not a pretty sight for the Redlegs supporters. 117 plays 33. Ball comes over the back. Wooler trying to force the ball forward. Now it's just bobbling along inside 50. Good tackle by Searle on DeWitt. Dandenong sweep it away. Bateman over the top to ZJ. Goes inboard to Piper, misses the target. Now Oakleigh, squaring kick. Goes out wide, Stacker on the left foot. Finds Troiani, wants to play on, doesn't. Now Troiani, Higgins on the lead, running into space. As it will line up. Higgins has kicked 3 for the day. He's on the boundary line. You down on the ground, Rick? Haven't heard him yet. He'll be down on the ground to get some after-match interviews. Higgins has a shot for goal. What a beauty. Jack Higgins, you star. That is his 4th for the afternoon, Jack Higgins. He joins Toby Wooler as the leading goal kickers on the ground. And we'll just wait for the score to come up. It is 19-9, 123 to Dandenong 4-9-33. That is a lead of 15 goals, 90 points, 24 minutes into the last quarter. You're down on the ground, Rick.
Yeah, I am, Crooksy, and haven't they been two great forwards for Oakleigh today, those two, Higgins and Wooler?
Fantastic. Ball goes forward for Dandenong, and Matty Bennett equally been as good down in defence, Rick. He kicks to centre half back. King's got it. A true centre half back. He goes into the middle looking for Bajaya. Another player that has been excellent today for Oakleigh. Bujaya. Not sure which way he wants to go. He goes laterally to May. May on outer half back. Kicks it back to Bennett, inside defensive 50, trying to draw the Dandenong players forward, create a bit of space. Now Bennett gallops onto the left boot, kicks out wide, finds Troiani on centre wing. Troiani pops it up in the air, looking for a 2, doesn't take it on the second bite. Ball comes out, O'Sullivan on the dirt, gets up, gets it onto his right boot. Kicks up forward, comes off the hands of Higgins, into the hands of Daniel Scala. One bounce, bang. That's their 20th. 20 goals, 9, 1-2-9. They lead by 96, 4-9-33. 26 and a half minutes into the last quarter on the Technica time clock. And that was Daniel Scala's 4th goal, Rick.
Yeah, he's been a real elusive forward, hasn't he? Taken every opportunity when it's come his way, Scala, and played a great game as a small forward.
Gee, they're going well. Now, I think they might have given him an extra goal on the scoreboard there. I'll double check that. As the ball gets bounced in the middle. Piper for Dandenong. He's caught. He's trying a handball. The umpire says, give it to me, boys. We'll toss it up. Piper and Troiani just discussing the cost of a pie late in the day. Up she goes. Troiani, quick handball out. Bujaya picks it up, feeds out the handball, has to be quick. R2 gets it out to Bowen. Whistle on play. And the free kick is going to Dandenong. Incorrect disposal. They've got a man on in the middle. Hogan stretches up the long arms. Inside the centre square. He kicks it out wide, looking for Mason DeWitt, who marks it without breaking stride. He kicks the left footer in. He's looking for Bailey Williams, who might have used his hands a little bit there just to leave a Bennett underneath it. But Bailey Williams will line up for his 4th goal. A bit quieter in the second half, Rick, I thought.
Yeah, he hasn't had as many opportunities, but he used his hands well there, just held his player off. But let's hope he kicks this because he's had a good game personally.
This is for his 4th goal of the afternoon, Williams, and it is straight through. We're right behind that one. Good on you, Bailey. Good work. You've done well today, young fella. Just a bottom major. And the NG scoreboard keeps ticking over. Late in the game, it is Oakleigh Chargers. I think you'll find they're 20 goals 9, 1-2-9 to 6-9-45, but I'll just bear it checking. As the ball is back in the middle, 28 minutes into the last quarter. Up she goes. Cotter, quick hands. Bateman, tackled, put into the dirt. ZJ. 3 4s of 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think it's only 20 goals for Oakleigh. As Cotter gets the kick out, goes over the head of Keenor. Now Dandenong's just sloon off the ball. Bennett, tackle, didn't have it. Comes over the back. This Oakleigh defence has been terrific. Bennett Kicks forward. Troiani couldn't control it. Now it's a kick up. May. Bennett again for Oakleigh. Finds the boundary line to his benefit there, and the ball goes over the boundary line out of bounds. 29 minutes into the last quarter. The afternoon sunshine bathing Shepley Oval. Looking beautiful. As the ball is thrown back in. Bailey Williams gets front position. Pack of players gets flicked out. Williams again kicks, and it's a behind. As the siren sounds, 6-10-46. It'll be to 20 goals, 9-1-3-5. 6 goals, 10-26. We will go through the goal kickers for Dandenong. Have you got some goal kickers on your sheets there for Dandenong, Rick?
Yeah, the goal kickers for Dandenong, we had 4 for Bailey Williams, 1 apiece to Reece Piper. Actually, I missed the final one.
Yeah, there is another one there. So 4 to Williams, 1 to Piper. We'll pick up the other one. And for the Oakleigh Chargers, Rick, we have 4 apiece to Toby Wooler, Jack Higgins and Daniel Scala, 3 to Daniel Stanford, 2 to Lachlan Bugea, and 1 apiece to Callum Searle, Tom O'Sullivan and Sam Hart. As I see Ed Micklemore, who started the game very, very well, just on crutches there, hurt his ankle during the course of play. And I'll see if I can get around the grounds for you too, Rick. Western Jets look as though they've come back a little bit. I'll just check the final score from Eureka Stadium. Greater Western Victoria Rebels 11-5-71 defeated the Western Jets 9-9-63. 8 points was the difference there. And at the MCG, Rick, it is 26.5 minutes in the last quarter. Freo 66, Richmond 64. And Port Adelaide are leading Gold Coast 14-6. Now for footyprofit.com.au, Rick Morris has the captain of the Oakleigh Chargers, Toby Wooler, out on the middle of the ground.
Yeah, Toby, you'll be proud of the way the boys played as captain today?
Oh yeah, definitely. It was a super performance. After last year especially, went down in the last quarter. We were up by 40 points, so to sort of put the foot on the throat in this game was really good. And
you led the way up forward, but you had a lot of support with your other forwards up.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. We're starting to build some really good connection with Daniel Stanford, Jack Higgins, just some of the boys down there. But quality, all credit to the midfielders. Great service we get, so yeah.
Yeah, you had winners all around the ground, and even your back line, they just defended superbly.
Yeah, super. They call themselves the team within the team, so super. Led by Riley Jones. Another great game.
All right, well, go and enjoy your win, mate. If you can bring that sort of form to the table each week, you'll be up there later in the...
No worries. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Toby. Can you grab Matt Bennett?
All right, we're going to grab one more. And